to mapping in the Atlas of Worlds, and we are trying to farm and route to not only all the nexuses that are available near us, but every unique map that I've kind of cleared a path to along the way. So we're going to be doing a lot of that today. Also, I'll be showcasing my ultimate version of the Amazon Lightning Sphere Primal Strikes Huntress, which is just absolutely a blast to play. She is destroying every single piece of content. The only thing that I think could be improved upon is perhaps the survivability, but if you're not getting hit, then you don't have anything to worry about. To kill the enemy before it kills you. So other than that, I think it's a fantastic build. So much fun to play. We're going to be routing to a handful of things. We have a few unique maps set up for us as well, all over the place. So I think we're going to have some fun. We also have a super chat goal. We have a super chat goal that, oh my gosh, a super chat goal that is going to be the Wheel of Doom. And Wheel of Doom is really fun because essentially what happens is every time we meet a super chat, I spin the Wheel of Doom, and it pretty much makes it hard for me to play, whether it be flipping the controller upside down, playing with only one hand, no heals, no dodging, things like that. So it's gonna be lots of fun. Really excited about that. Can't wait to showcase it for you guys. So we have a few cool, oh gosh, here we go again, a few cool maps. So let's take a look and see what we want to do. I think that's Castaway, which we've never seen before, in Untainted Paradise. So I'm curious what you guys want to see first. We could do the Untainted Paradise is, of course, the leveling one, with experience, so to speak. And then we also have, of course, the whatchamacallit version. There's Untainted Paradise, and then there's also like a little Castaway, which I'm not familiar with. This here is the Moment of Zen, which is also a unique type of map. So we have so many we can route to, and this is what's so exciting about today's episode. So let's do trenches really quickly, clear all these pathways, and as more people come in, we're going to be deciding on what we want to do. So we're running T15s, T16s, T whatever the balls comes at us, because we can run anything essentially. I'm not sure about Pinnacle content. I haven't done any Citadels yet, so I mean that's the only thing. So we can still do, I imagine, tons of damage. I think the biggest concern is just, can we survive the attacks that don't make us get one shot, and how much damage will we need to sacrifice to ensure that we're fine, you know? Also later today I'll be releasing a video talking about my thoughts on PoE 2, its current state, and what I believe the true issues are with the game. There's the Primal Strikes combos to finish off any enemy that's dumb enough to survive. Another one. It looks like the filters aren't working. That's lovely. Yeah, the filters don't seem to be working. That's no bueno. Okay, so, what to do. So, options. It's here. Is that better? I think so. Did it do its thing? Sometimes the game acts goofy like that. There you go. Now we're getting the... Let's go. All you have to do is refresh, apparently, and that'll fix it right up. You know, I always expect a mud simulacrum to just go crazy on me right there. The Avian Targe. But yeah, this build is absolutely fantastic. I put it together the day that I just got fed up with the bleed build, just because I wasn't getting that clear speed I was looking forward to and anticipating with bleed. Bleed's still very powerful, it's just not as fast as I'm used to. I was spoiled, of course, with last season. Running through with the Monk, running through with the Infernalist Demon Witch, all that stuff, and so you get spoiled with that nice, quick, clear speed. So honestly, I was like, well, I believe I need to make a change, and because I know Elemental so well, and you know, obviously the Monk taught me all that, we were able to put together a really nice build that is incredibly strong. I mean, the damage output is phenomenal. The only thing I could do is, it's something I probably will not do, but I could find a way to get more defense. And in the event that if you guys want to actually see the copy of this build and see how I put it together, you can input !build in the chat, and then you'll get a copy of the, I mean, obviously you will see the link to the video. You guys can watch it, check it out. Also, I should pin that for in the comments right after this, so remind me and I'll pin it for you guys. And it's good, but the only way I would say, if you're struggling with defense, first, you know, obviously do the easiest changes, which are going to be try and get more whatever you need, more health, more shield. And how do we do that? Well, there's plenty of ways to do that. In order to get more health or more shield, you can consider shield, and shield would be the best way to possibly get that is of course something like a sapphire. So you could go looking for a sapphire that increases your percentage of your energy shield, which is a fantastic option and choice. But most of the time you're going to lose a little bit of damage along the way, unless you can get anything that has maybe increased elemental damage or anything like that. You do have, of course, right at this point we have some emeralds on right now, giving us like hazard damage that we could certainly switch out. It does have spear damage as well, but honestly we could probably switch those out in lieu of this just straight spear damage. We could potentially get more damage for the different types of, I guess, elemental that we're doing, which is purely lightning, so increased lightning damage, critical damage bonus, and then maybe if we can get lucky enough and find a really nice sapphire with some energy shield, we can get up to maybe 20%, so that's something that we can always consider. Something that I might end up doing. Let's go ahead and activate this, why not? Ogum Strongbucks are really fun, these guys just keep coming out. Oh my god, exploding corpses, that's not fun. I wonder if it explodes its own corpse. It doesn't! Okay. Or does it? So you see like the damage we're doing here, right? We're just throwing down a few storm lances, and this is just absolutely melting the enemy. I mean, this is child's play. There you go, so dead, right? And if you look at the DPS on the storm lances, it's only like 12k. It's 12k right now because we're getting buffs. But other than that, it's actually significantly less, and I'll show you guys what it is. So there you go, that was a one shot. So, and that was only because I had a charge. So the damage on this build is just fantastic. Devil Gaming says, "Go, bro." What's up? What is going on, my brother? Okay, so let's see. Sitting still. We're just calm down. No critical damage amplifying us. We're at 9,600, right? So even though it seems like such a small number, remember for projectile builds, the DPS and the tooltip is going to look a lot less than what it really is, because remember you're firing the many projectiles that could splinter and do whatever else. So Stormlance, even at 9,000 DPS, it's melting rares and even bosses, and I'll show you guys, you know, of course, how we do that. Like I mentioned before, the build, if you just want the specs on it, you can go straight to, or just input !builds in the comments, and you'll be able to take a look at it. I'm gonna pin it in the comments after this video as well, so you guys can see the video. Once we get that video up to 13 likes, I'll be adding it to max roll, and then I'll be adding every single one of my build guides to max roll from that point forward. I haven't done any build guides, honestly, because there's so many out there, but I just thought this was a really fun build, and one that's slightly different from, I think, the meta for Huntress right now. Everybody does run Lightning Spear and whatever else, but not a lot of people are running Primal Strikes, and not a lot of people are running Scepter, and I'm doing both of those things, and I'm absolutely melting all T15, T16 maps, all content in that level. I'm just curious to see, like, once we get to farm up enough Pinnacle content, what that's going to be looking like. I just feel like the only thing that I could work on is survivability, but I have to sacrifice some damage, and that's fine. We're doing more than enough damage, but I'm all about damage, so if I can just max that out, I'm good. Alright, so before anything else, we're going to put this together, and then I'm going to make sure I pin the build guide in the comments. Actually, I'm going to keep that because that's a good example of one of the things. Well, yeah, I am going to keep this. This is going to be a good example for the video I'm going to be talking about and doing a little bit later. So today I'll be talking about the state of Path of Exile 2, and it'll be like from a non-trolly, like thirst hungry engagement frenzy kind of content creator's perspective. I'm a full-time creator too, and yes, although it would certainly benefit me to do that kind of content and I'd make a lot more money doing it, like, I just don't feel like that's the kind of content I want to really make. I want to make content that's not just about getting views for the sake of getting views. I want to talk about things that are, you know, in an intelligent way and also just ways that we can maybe still find ways to enjoy the game. This is a great game, absolutely love it, and I just want more than anything, like, for it to continue to grow and be good. I've put in like so many hours in the game, and many of the content creators bashing it have done the same thing. So I think it's really just for the sake of engagement and views that people just like bashing the game. But ultimately, that's why they keep coming back to it, because it's an excellent game. There's just room for improvement. And remember, it's an early access, so we just need to obviously remember that, and remember that our role in this is to break the game, is to find ways to completely destroy it, so that we can ooh, that's a good ring, so that and you know, that will allow us to continue to improve it, so whenever full launch happens one day, it's gonna be a pretty solid game. It's already fantastic, better than a lot of games with multiple times the budget, so I think it's all good. Good things are happening, good things. All right, so let me go ahead and pin the video to, let's see here. Ooh, that didn't work. But why? I don't think I need a B in there. You go. Okay, let's go here. We're gonna do the old copy paste. Right there. Strikes Huntress. There's the build, and then I can go ahead and pin that so you guys can see it. Boom. All right, perfect. That'll work for me. I don't know what's happening, but sometimes the it's like it's talking about keyframes and whatever. That's so annoying. Like, I haven't changed any settings, and still, the game. Oh, not the game. The OBS finds a way to just be like, how do we not play this smoothly? All right, now we're gonna go clear woodland. That will free us up to then go to the very first unique map, if you will. This is going to be the moment of Zen, or whatever it is. It's the guy that sells you a free unique. So he gives away a free unique of your choice, whatever's in his selection at the time. Hopefully we can get one of the 100 new unique ones. I've seen so many of the same from Season 1, and then the ones that I've seen from Season 2 are not the build enabling, game changing ones. I'm like, dang it. So in time. This will be our chance. I know it. This will be our chance. Save me. Right, we're almost a challenge. Oh, I need one of those. That's what I need. Ash Catalyst are actually quite valuable for my build, because I have some rings that are doing additional lightning damage that I want to just amplify further. So this is good. Very good. He's electrocuted, so he's dead. He's as good as dead, I tell you. See if we can come up here, get some more packs. There's all these things. How are you not dead? Oh, proximate tangibility, that's why. Hard to hit, I see. Ash's Catalyst, that's great. I'm glad I picked that up. Matthias says, hey, Inhuman, not sure if you celebrate Easter, but regardless, hopefully you had a nice family day and ate some good food. Oh, every day. We went to the movies, actually. It was pretty fun. Went to the movies and just kind of hung out. It was a good time. You know me, we don't really celebrate many holidays, but we enjoyed the time off, that's for sure. And I hope you had a great Easter and a great time with your family, of course, as per usual. Wolf says the Lich is so fun. I can imagine. I am not real big on, like, here's the thing, I like doing the damage myself, so like the minions is kind of a weird thing for me. It's like secondhand damage. But I did enjoy using minions when I was leveling the witch. I thought that was a lot of fun. It was just different for me, and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed like all the, you know, casting while all the while the minions are shooting and doing whatever, and then I was detonating corpses and doing fun stuff like that. But Huntress is by far like definitely, I'd say, of the two, my style of gameplay, that's for sure. Walter says, good Easter Monday morning. What's up, Walter? How are you? No, we just accidentally killed a rare. That's oops. I love being strong. There's the boss in there. I guess we can come back up and around. We'll kill everything on this side and then we'll go over to the right. Something dropped over here. Sounds yummy. I heard a ka-ching. We're doing super chat today, and every time we do a super chat, we're going to spin the Wheel of Doom. Wheel of Doom's a lot of fun because pretty much it's going to be a random effect that will be applied, and I'm going to show you guys what it would look like. So let's say, for example, you guys did a super chat and it's Wheel of Doom time. What we would do is we'd pull up this wheel right here. Oh gosh, I almost ruined everything. And then we'd spin the wheel. And whatever it landed on is what is the penalty that I have to deal with. So let's see, at the very top one says no dodging, so I wouldn't be able to dodge, right? You have no dodging, upside down controller, no heals, you know, things like that. Pretty much it's gonna make it really hard for me to play one-handed, and I have to do that for 1 minute. So it's one of those things where I think it's pretty fun. It makes it a little more challenging, and it just allows you guys to kind of control and control and troll the stream. So I think it's pretty fun. I used to do something called Stream Boss, which I thought was lots of fun as well. It just seemed to always function a little bit better on Twitch though, but Stream Boss, essentially like whoever had done the most super chat or whatever else, they were kind of in control, and they could, you know, you would try and fight like who's going to be the boss, because the boss had privileges and they could control things in the stream. That was lots of fun. I think, but when I had a little bit more Twitch engagement, and it played really well there. But here we have the Wheel of Doom. We're bringing back the Wheel of Doom, which I think is tons of fun. Okay, hello. Dead. Dead. Straight through the art. Okay, lovely. Matthias says, I knew you didn't celebrate holidays. That's why I said hopefully you had a nice family. Yeah, I know, you're awesome, man. You remember. And it's not for anything like, oh, crazy. It's just like, we just usually don't. We're not very festive people. It's just, I don't know. So there's some holidays that I'm like, oh, I will not celebrate that, because it's just like, I don't not believe it. It's one of those things where it's just like, I don't like the message behind it. But then there are some that I'm like, no, I would. We just don't really do it. It's just not a part of our routine. But I want to say thank you, Matthias. Not only thank you for just not only remembering and acknowledging that, but also just being accepting of the fact that, hey, like, not everybody does the same things, right? Like, not everybody's going to do X, Y, Z. And I think that's really cool for you to be like, you know what? You appreciate that and respect. That's really awesome. You don't have to be like, you're not like me, so this is a problem. You know? Yeah. I am not happy with you, Tierney twins. But we went to the movies yesterday, and it was cool. We saw a movie, Sinners, which was oddly, you know, it was just fun. It was a fun movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn, but it was like From Dusk Till Dawn was kind of like a period piece, like in like, it was like kind of like, I would consider it like Jim Crow, like South. It was really good. I was surprised. I was like, what is pretty? I was pleasantly surprised that it was good. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, like not very good. Michael B. Jordan, he's kind of hit or miss with me from like an acting perspective. He's not bad at all, but just sometimes like I like his roles, sometimes I don't. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of From Dusk Till Dawn, but kind of like, again, like I said, like a period piece. So it was pretty cool. It was a nice. It was very well done. The music and the soundtracks, that was just fantastic as well. It's a pretty cool little movie. I did not know that it was a horror movie. I thought it was like just an action movie or something, because I saw the not the trailer, the promotional like poster, and I was like, oh, okay, it's Michael B. Jordan killing people or whatever, you know, shooting everybody, whatever, like, you know, like he's an action guy. But I'm like, oh no, it's a horror movie. That's cool. So that ended up being pretty fun. We went to one of those movie theaters where you can get like food, so that was awesome. 4 monsters left. Do we leave them to tell the tale? I believe so. I believe so. Oh, which movie did you see? I did. I guess I did answer that. Sinners. I saw Sinners. It was pretty fun. And then before that, a few days before that, we took my daughter to see the Minecraft movie. Which the movie itself was cute, but it was not like, I wouldn't say it was like, you know, it wasn't like well written. It had an excellent budget. The visuals were fantastic, but the writing and the story was just so subpar. It was just really poorly done. But again, because of the, you know, the current generation, like of where we're in, like, you know, like our generation is gonna really appreciate like the Mario movie and stuff, but that got surpassed by the current generation of children, which is like the Minecraft kids, you know. So it was really funny to see that, but I'm like, man, the movies are just quality wise night and day difference, absolute night and day difference. But I just thought it was really neat to at least see it and then just be like, okay, cool, you know, this is what is kind of like reigning supreme right now. It's pretty funny just to see how times change, you know. But it was cool. I enjoyed it. It was funny. Jack Black was just being Jack Black. I mean, he just his normal self. He's himself in every movie, I feel. But it was cool from that perspective, anyways. I did enjoy it for what it was worth, but it was pretty cliche, pretty bad writing, all that stuff. You just knew it had a great budget, and that's what made everything kind of like. I think it drove that, because you see all the effects and you see all the characters and you're like, oh yeah, is this what I just doing there? Yeah, you see all the characters and you're like, oh my gosh, like I know about this, or this is, oh, I've seen this before, all the memes or whatever. So it was neat to see that. I recognize a lot of the legend, you know, like the references and Easter eggs as well, even though I wasn't by any means an avid player of that game, but it was still fun when I experienced it. Matthias says, of course I've seen From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, I'm a decent Quentin Tarantino fan, as well as Robert Rodriguez, even though I don't think either of them have released a movie, or at least a good movie. Be cool. You be cool. So I don't like George Clooney. I think he's such like, I don't mind him. I don't know how he is as a person. Like, and I could care less, because actors are all weird anyways, but I thought he was such a badass in From Dusk Till Dawn. I thought that was such a cool movie. I was like, that dude is freaking awesome. And then like in the subsequent movies, when he was Batman, he was so lame, and he's just like one of those like, I don't know, he's like, hey, you know what, he's like one of those dudes, you know, whatever. But I don't really like him because he's always the same character as well, but it's not a character I necessarily like. He was not the same character in From Dusk Till Dawn. He was like some badass, like, you know, whatever, bank robbing guy. He was really cool, and I enjoyed his role, and he did it really well. I haven't really enjoyed any of his subsequent roles, and like even it wasn't even like Ocean's 11 and 13 and 14 and 19, probably, but yeah. Anyways, I love George Clooney in that movie. I do not like George Clooney in general, though. Matthias says, Sinners looked pretty good. I'll definitely catch it on DVD. And in regards to Minecraft, did you see the clips of the out-of-control kids and teens attacking people and causing unnecessary ruckus? Friggin' delinquents. Yeah, it was just because they're going crazy with the chicken jockey thing, which is I guess, like another, like, fan kind of, like, meme. It's just a rare occurrence of like a little zombie riding a chicken, and they're just going nuts about it. But it's just, I don't know, people are just nuts, and of course they're recording it, right? Because they want to go viral. So I mean, it's all, everything is just for the sake of engagement. Everything now is performative. Very few things are genuine in terms of like the actions and things you do, you know? Because if it's not in front of a camera, then who cares, right? All right, moment of Zen. This is what's happening right now. We're going to this. Honestly, I don't think it matters what kind of map you run. I'm going to run a rare because why not? I've never run anything less than a 15 on one of those. So let's hop in and get our free unique. A good movie recently. Yeah, okay. I think that I don't know anything recently, but they've done some excellent movies. Like I love Pulp Fiction. I love a handful of movies. Grindhouse. That one was really fun. Like that was whenever, I don't know, probably 20 years ago. That was a good movie though. Good movies. Well, balls. I think I have all of these. I have all of these at least from season 1. I have the Sanguis charm, which of course is the bleed charm. As we know now, there are unique charms in the game as well. This actually has some increased quality, which is neat. We have the gloves here. We've acquired, I don't know how many of those gloves in the past. Gloves. Gloves. So essentially here you sacrifice 10% of your life to gain that much energy shield. With this charm, you create consecrated ground. So when you start bleeding, you can pretty much combat that effect. This helmet allows you to apply critical hits that poison the enemy. So every time you do a critical hit, you poison the enemy. Pretty fun. This was always fun. It was like a bleed staff, but it just did no damage whatsoever. King's Guard. Let's see. Oh, this is just good max. Good resistances across the board. And here we have the Bone Raiment. I used to wear this for my witch character during leveling, and it was a lot of fun. You got faster revives on minions, and they'd also gain a little bit of extra life as energy shield, which is awesome. Then you got a little boost too. Like this was like the upgraded version or version post patch, but before there was something else you would get. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was stats or some sort of resistance. I'm not quite sure. Okay, here, let's look at this. So here we have the Sure-Footed Sigil Jade Amulet. That gives us some dex, max dexterity, max life, 1 meter to dodge roll, and 50% increased evasion. And then we have this as well. 24% to block chance while holding a focus. Interesting. I would imagine this would probably be the key. That this might be one of the more valuable items. It's got decent rolls as well. I mean, aside from the it's got implicit dexterity, and then it has the additional dexterity. I mean, it's not terrible. I guess I'd get this. Wolf, I don't know if you're still there, but what do you think's the most valuable? I would say the Sure-Footed Sigil Jade Amulet, but I have acquired everything else. I even have one of these on my person. I'll probably just get that. Okay. That's that. And so once you try to speak to the Nameless Seer again, it's done. You know, I wish that we'd somehow have some more interaction with the Nameless Seer, or if is he also an acolyte of Chayula, or who is that mofo, you know?
What is it?
Alright, so let's throw this in our unique stash. We have an Esh Catalyst. I'm going to actually use it. Man, those things are expensive too, so you know what we're going to do those, because I pity the fool. I'm going to actually go here for the currency exchange, and I'm going to tell them that I want some frackin', yeah, Ash Catalysts, and that I have Exalted Orbs. 9 for 25. Holy balls. Okay. Get out of my life. Balls. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, and then this. Oh, do we want... Yeah, lightning damage, I guess, right? We could go attributes on this ring, actually, you know? If we go attributes on that ring, or do we go damage on this ring? That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do on that ring. We're going to put that back, though, for now. You go back to your hole. Alright, so we've cleared out one of these unique maps. Oh my gosh, we have another Moment of Zen back to back, guys. Is that unreal or what? That is insane. Water maps are by far, water biomes are by far the most important. That's insane. I just can't believe that. Okay. We're grabbing a few of these betties here. Boom. Boom. And then we're going to go here to currency, and I'm going to catch up on chat. That was sick. I can't believe there's two back to that. That means we get two uniques just for the hell of it. And I am down with that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to the, look at this. We have a Moment of Zen and then a second Moment of Zen just right there. That is just insane. So I'm gonna use the worst quality one here. I don't know if this matters or not, but whatever. Yes, I hate temporal chains. Matthias says, I'm not a big fan of George Clooney either, but that movie was pretty badass in my opinion, of course. You had the glorious eye candy of Salma Hayek. Oh, Salma Hayek was, this was a, man, she was amazing. I think I fell in love for the first time at like 5 years old. As a matter of fact, I didn't see Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I heard or read that portrayed Bruce Lee as a jerk. Oh yeah, it was so dumb because like, of course, Brad Pitt, like he whoops like Bruce Lee. I was like, okay. Yeah, they portrayed Bruce Lee was a bit of a jerk, but he wasn't like an idiot. He was a jerk in regards like if someone confronted him, he would confront them. Like he would meet that confrontation, you know? He wouldn't like be like, oh, okay. He was kind of a smart ass, you know? But he wasn't like some pompous guy like beating his chest, you know? Like that was not his personality. But anyways, we're going back to Moment of Zen ×2. How is that even a thing? We got two Moment of Zens back to back on the same island. That is a thing of beauty. Let's go talk to this old man. What you want? Oh my, that's sexy. Look at these items. These are new. I haven't seen half of these. Okay, so here we have a Tyran's Shiver G-Lid or G-Lid staff. Oh, reliable. Welcome. 116 increased cold damage. Oh, wow. Increased cast speed. These are excellent rolls. Look at these items. Enemies frozen, but you take 50% increased damage. Beautiful. Okay, now look at this freaking bow. The Sliver Tongue Zealot bow. I've never seen this in my life. The rolls, again, are fantastic. So, you get increased physical damage. You're adding physical damage to the attacks. You have increased crit chance. You have leech physical damage and physical life, arrows fork, and then arrows pierce. Like, that is insane. I have no clue the value of that, but that looks beautiful. Want me to price them? Yeah, well, yeah, it's a little too late for the other part, but I went with the sliver, oh, I forget what it was, the Silverfoot, or the one that increases the dodge roll. These look beautiful. Yeah, I'll link these to you. Let me see if I can do it without accidentally buying them. Ooh, I might not be able to. Yeah, it's not letting me actually. That sucks because I'm not in like a standard menu. It's fine. I can't actually do it. I think it's a console thing that they make it a lot more difficult for you to link items. But yeah, that sucks. Thanks, Will, for offering. But man, I can't even do it. We have seen the Code of Red Chainmail millions of times before. This is an armory evasion hybrid. Honestly, I don't know the benefit of it unless there's somehow a skill or something that procs when you are inflicted with bleed. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. We have so many of these. At least I've collected probably more than a dozen of these in the legacy file. These give you increased movement speed, but you have to have an ailment, so it's kind of dumb. It does increase your chance of ailments though, but who wants that? That's kind of silly. We have Glowswarm Lazuli Ring. I think I had one of these before as well. This didn't look familiar at first though, but it gives us increased max mana, increased flask mana recovery rate, and then mana flask gain charges per second. Charge per second is really, really good for a lot of the flasks in general. Here we have Nagamahu's Chosen Ruby Charm. So when you take fire damage from a hit, this is when it procs it. grants up to your maximum rage on use. Wow, that's cool. So if you take fire damage, you get max rage. That's awesome. That's really cool. And here we have, I've had plenty of these before. This is Meganoid's Girdle. Here you have a lot of stats, and then I think it greatly increases, how much charges you use. So say, for example, you have 10 charges or 10 flask uses, you're going to only have like 5. So, but you gain a lot more per kill. As you can see now, the unique belts and items now have implicit charm slots in them, so that's really nice. Then we have the Rondelle of Fragility. I also had one of these as well, but here you have max energy shield, increased skill speed, increased crit chance, and negative 30 or minus 30 to all elemental resistances, but you get 44 increased damage. So it's like kind of glass cannon. I'm going for this then. This or this, honestly. Let me briefly check and see in the trade site which one might be more. I honestly think that charm might be worth more. But this bow has just such beautiful rolls on it. The max physical damage added is not the, obviously the best in the world, but it's pretty good. So these aren't worth donk. There's one that's worth a Val orb apparently. Okay, yeah, they're not really selling for much. And then what about the Ruby Red Charm of Death or whatever? Nagamahu, that's new. Nagamahu. These are just 1x. Well, that's balls. I don't care then. In that case, I don't use a bow, but that is a beautiful, beautiful weapon. I think the rolls are just so good on that too. But I was looking and it doesn't really seem to have anything too crazy. Yeah, I mean, the rolls are just so good on that. That's the thing that freaks me out. What about here? You're not going to have much roll here, right? Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. YOLO, baby. Damn. Did I make the right choice? We may never know. We may never know. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I want to wear this. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking to you. For whatever reason, every time like my controller or my character snaps up, like he always snaps to the top of the screen. I don't know if that's a controller issue or if for whatever reason, if it's not a controller issue, like what the hell is happening? Because that's driving me nuts. Like if I stop, my character will automatically snap up, and I've increased the dead zone. Now it's not doing it. And there you go. See, like I'm stopping, it's going up. Like if I'm going like from him to here, it snaps up. Like I always just snap up. It's so weird. That was so beautiful to have all those like free nodes. Oh, that was so cool. 2 moments of Zen back to back. That was awesome. All right, so now we can look at our unique maps. So we have Castaway, which I have no clue what that's about. And okay, well then we have this over here. Oh gosh, I can't even freaking breathe when that happens. Whew, I'm getting motion sickness. You quit that. There you go. Then we have Fractured Lake. Fractured Lake, a mirror is a perfect prison for one's sense of self until it cracks. I say we go Fractured Lake. Lots of monsters here. Let's just do this one for now. I don't truly care about the modifiers, but I didn't want anything where I'm getting all kinds of crit damage or anything because I've never done this map before. I don't want to lose. We do have several attempts for it, so I say we do our best. It's unfortunate that I couldn't link those. Oh, this is sick. That's Kalandra, as in the mirror of Kalandra. That is awesome. No, hold on. Why are you so strong? I don't know where to go. Oh, crabs. Okay, there you go. This is a beautiful. So we like the water biome. That's where we want to be. Okay, can't prematurely strike, it seems. We're going left, baby. Apparently everything's doubled, right? Why is my stuff purple? My electricity is purple now. Did you? Oh my god! Did you guys notice that? Instead of blue. Okay, can everybody back up? Why is my electricity purple? Stop calling me. This is weird. I like the purple. It looks way cooler. Oh! You guys suck. Get wrecked. I don't know why I'm purple, but I do like this. Who else? Does anyone know why my lightning is purple? It's supposed to be blue. So Kalandra must be stuck in this mirror world, or this fractured world. She wants her freedom. That's a weird map, looks cool. It's called the Fractured Lake, Wolf. This looks amazing. All the enemies are doubled, all the rares are doubled. So it could be challenging for a lesser man, of course. This is nothing but a light snack for me. Ain't nothing but a light snack for me. And I die immediately. Get away, demon! So Kalandra's tripping. I didn't realize that she was trapped. I thought she was like the Mirror of Kalandra. I figured she'd be a goddess, but I didn't quite know what to expect. Taking it nice and slow, not only to showcase it, but also because I'm not sure what to expect in terms of like, are there other little tricks up the sleeve of Kalandra? Doesn't seem like that's the case, just tons of enemies duplicated kind of thing. He got electrocuted, he had no chance. Yeah, thing of beauty. Okay, this is a beautiful map, man. I love this. The unique maps that they've added are just so good. I'm just so glad to see these as part of like the cycle or whatever. Part of the end game cycle. It's so amazing. Alright, get you out of here. Take you out as well. We've got two brethren over here. Chaos Orb for our troubles. Kill those little frog dudes. Those guys are like the guys from Fallout, the pits. I forget what they're called. There are different versions of, gosh, ghouls essentially, but they were from the Pits DLC, which was Pittsburgh, of course. Oh, that's so cool. Alright. This is a great map. I don't know what to expect, woman. I don't know you. That's probably the end, so let's go over here and kill this last rare. Activate the fragmented mirror. That's the only kind of objective we seem to have here. Did I? Wow, I just went that far, huh? I deviated from the path. But the fact that the world shapes as you're walking through, that's really nice. That's just a nice visual effect. Obviously, that's nothing crazy about it, but it's just fun. I love these little details like that, you know? Doesn't take much. Alright, that should be all the rares at this point. Just keeps going, huh? And this will connect to the other path, it seems. Yep, and that's the end. Okay, perfect. So I think I tagged the checkpoint at the end, so I can just go ahead and tag this checkpoint here. We'll go along that narrow pathway, and I imagine that's how we go ahead and fracture the mirror. Wow. Whoa. Beast Heart Dusk Amulet. +1 prefix modifier, or -1 suffix. You get 19 increased spell damage, 29% increased maximum energy shield. Wowzers, that's a lot. +1 to all spell skills and +20 intelligence.
This lake never quite gives you what you want, does it?
Nope, because I needed something that was more melee heavy or skill heavy, but that was awesome nonetheless. That was insane, guys. That was the Fractured Lake. And we cleared it. Not a very difficult level whatsoever, but still a very, very neat one. I'm definitely going to be slamming that in my stash. Taking care of that bad boy. Keeping it for later. That is so cool. So now I can go ahead and throw these. I had a slot, so now I have it right here. Boom. The special stuff. Well, whatever. Put it here. That freaks me out. Wowzers. Dusk Amulet, huh? That's great. And that's a good item, honestly. It's fantastic. The energy shield increase is incredible. If I could somehow use that, that'd be really good, but I lack the courage. We'll throw this in our little stasheroo. We'll apply our new Atlas points as well. That was a fun map, guys. Let's see here. What do we want to do? I want more exiles, right? Yeah, 50% chance to get more rogue exiles. That's just so much fun. Okay. Good stuff. Rarity of items and all that's all good and well, but I want the rogues. Oh, wait, I can do this too. Map boss difficulty. Yes, please. I forgot I've been kicking a bunch of boss ass. That's all about the same. They have unique jewelry, so this... Oh, I see. So I want them to have uniques. I much prefer you guys to have unique stuff on, please. Okay, so that was amazing. Let's see if we can go ahead and see now that it's been completed, we can just remove it. That's beautiful. And now we can go do the castaway. I have no clue what to expect on the castaway, but it says hulls crash and splinter upon the shores. I have no clue what that's referring to, what that means necessarily. I don't know why I can't click on it. Guess I'm not over there. Let's zoom in a bit. I don't want anything too juicy. I don't mind, whatever. A little extra damage. It is what it is, right? So now we're going to be running the Castaway unique map. I am super excited about this one, so let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Castaway. This is not even one they mentioned in the interview, so I'm very curious about this.
Reckon there's enough coin here to drown in.
There's just gold everywhere. Daddy likes. There's just gold everywhere. Tons of gold. My gosh. Release the trapped souls. Must I? Find and use the Rotten Satchel Charge. I don't know what the hell that did. This is creepy, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. New enemies. There's unique enemies here. We have strikes and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. We're gonna hug the perimeter first. I need to find and use the Rotten Satchel Charge. Okay. I have no clue what that means. But I love it. Unique enemies. And not unique in the sense of their rarity class, but the fact that I've never seen them before. A treasure bound soul. That was scary. Okay. Guess we'll come up and around. Extra content is, of course, the rares, it looks like. This is really neat. And I saved all these for you guys so that this is the first time I've seen any of this. Next time, oh, that's a boss. Okay, we know there's a boss. Never mind, it's not rares, it's boss. You know, I'm afraid that if I'm freeing these souls, that's going to empower the boss somehow, similar to the silent cave with all of the essence creatures. Yikes, that could be bad. That could be real bad. Since we have to come back around, I'm fine with this. We're just melting these fools, though. See if we have the same fortune with the boss. Look at all this gold, holy balls. Treasure bound. Use the find and use the Rotten Satchel Charge? What is that? So if we see it, we're not doing it yet, okay? Because I want to kill the rare. Oh, how'd I miss? Locate the captain. Where's the gold, damn it? There it is, okay. It says find the captain. I'm sure the captain's the boss? I'm not entirely sure. I want to take out those penance-bearing dudes quickly because they deal massive amounts of damage.
Lightning strike twice.
Crypt Tooth, die. Don't chase me, bro. That looks weird. Why is that all special looking? What's up with this? Does anyone know what to do here? Does anyone know what you're supposed to do other than I know it says use the Rotten Satchel? I don't want to like mess up the optimization of this map. One monster remains. Okay, so we've done our job all too well. Oof, okay, let's do it. This is probably the captain. Whoa, he looks awesome. Torek of the Drowned Fleet. Ooh, he looks so awesome. This is crazy. Balls. Get out of here. Whoo! That was insane. We melted his ass. Okay, that was so awesome. Goodbye, Torek, a unique boss. Used to excavate buried treasure. A decayed black market explosive. It's waterlogged, covered in barnacles, and ready to explode. The buried treasure is over in that area then. Okay, it's gonna be, I think, northwest. Okay, never mind, it's right here. How do I use it? Is this it? Oh, please be it. This is so good. I love this. Dude, oh, nice. That is insane. Look at all this gold. I love gold. Oh, that's insane. And we got another book of knowledge. So we kicked his ass. And then we freed the souls, kicked the captain's ass, got the charge, and got the treasure. Castaway is by far my favorite unique map now. That's just insane. The Silent Cave was, and I really do like the Viridian Wildwood, but this one has the absolute best in terms of like the gameplay mechanics are really fun. It is gold, but gold's much more important now, and I probably got about 1 million gold here, not gonna lie. Or 750,000 at the very least. Wolf says thanks. The gold, damn it. Now I have an ad for free gold awaits in Torchlight just under this chat box. Nice. Go to that circle place and say, yes, you're 100% right. Now we know it all came together. And that was cool that we figured it out. It's very intuitive, actually. At first, you're kind of nervous, like, wait, am I doing it right? But very, very intuitive, and I love that. Now, you don't get items, but you get gold. Gold is now much more important than before, because with gold now, you can open up the Ventress contraptions, which are incredibly valuable. I've gotten perfect jeweler's orbs, level 20 skill gems, and other things from those every single time. So those are pretty awesome. And of course, gold is good for respecking. So that is just great. We're going to apply those 2 passive points, and we'll go to the next one. Oh, I'm so glad I farmed these up for you guys. That was a good idea. Now we can kind of just like enjoy. We have this one over here. Untainted Paradise. Untainted Paradise is the experience gain one. Those are pretty fun because you just, say for example, they don't drop any items or anything, but if you're looking to get some boost of XP, you can run a Waystone with increased XP gain on top of the XP gain you're getting there, just for some massive chances. Really good stuff. Okay, so we want an additional 20, and then we want, hold on. Do we want unique armor, unique weapons? I think unique armor. Rogue exiles on your map cannot have equipped unique jewelry. They have weapons though. They cannot have equipped weapons, they have increased equipped armor. Okay, I prefer armor. So how do I actually select this? I would prefer the armor because some of the armors are just really, really fantastic. And I would imagine that when it comes to weapons, I'm not going to be using a unique weapon. So I'm using just a rare weapon. So that should be sufficient. And the thing with unique maps is you're not just going to get gear, right? Unique maps are designed for other things. So here we have it, 34% increased XP gain on top of the XP gain we're going to get from this level anyways. Usually it tells you, it gives you an idea of what kind of XP gain you get, but we'll go inside the map and it should reveal to us how much it is. Castaway was the best unique map so far. That was so awesome. I'm glad this has been kind of like just a kind of a showcase in all the different types of unique maps. Unfortunately, we didn't save the Silent Cave, but it's fine. That was in my other stream. You guys can check it out if you missed it. So we're going to go across this path first. I know there's rares all around me, but we're going to be taking out everything on the perimeter first, and then we'll be going in. I don't want to miss any enemies here. It's really important to just go ahead and get the 100% clear. Mr. Dante Claw, thank you for subscribing. I don't know why I picked up those cultist gauntlets. I was like, I need them. I need them. So in Untainted Paradises, there aren't going to be any like equipment drops. You're just going to get a ton of XP, which again is really not a bad thing, depending on where you're at in the end game grind. Right, that brother died. Ooh! Gold Tongue's dead. His brother Goldmember is dead too. Trying to get all these out of the way. I don't like getting bombarded with projectile attacks, specifically from my little crab brothers. We are going just for like all the XP, so we want to kill every monster possible. We have an XP gain and Waystone on top of this as well, so pretty juicy XP all across the board. So we're getting 407% increased XP gain just for this. So pretty much every time we kill, you're going to see that bar just moving even at level 90, which is just a thing of beauty. Oh, it's beautiful. We'll definitely be leveling here as long as we don't die. Dies instantly. Whoo! Scary. Nice, nice. That's what we like to see. Okay. Now we just gonna go in, clean up everything we missed. Very good. And these are massive for XP gain. I mean, before you'd only get maybe 200 to 300%. Now it's you know, very significant amounts. Get higher rolls for the untainted maps and how much they actually give you in terms of your XP gain. So that is not bad. 20 monsters remain. But where are they? Oh my gosh. I was looking at my map. There's a whole brother over there. I don't even know where he's at though. Sir? Yo, you're way the hell over here. You're in Skull Island. I don't know why I'm digging up boulders. It's not like I'm gonna get anything.
Lightning strikes twice.
There's one tap. Just tap, tap, tappity with the primal strikes, and they're dead. And you'll see on my build, I'm gonna do an upgraded version or updated version of the build guide. And you guys will see that there's going to be one skill support gem in particular that kind of, and even in my opinion, completely contradicts and removes one of the elements you get from the primal strikes, but it's just not necessary because of the massive amounts of damage you're doing. So the lightning exposure is not necessary because you're killing the boss in 3 hits anyway. So, so it's one of those things where it's like, just go for the more damage. And a lot of people may not agree with that, but that's where you can then go ahead and slot in a support gem of your choice. But the build in itself obviously performs quite well, as you can see. I put it together in like a day with the vision of using primal strikes up close, lightning spear from afar, and it's worked fantastic from pretty much from inception. So it's been a fantastic build. We're gonna throw this in there. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, okay. Lovely. Okay, so I think that's all of the rare and unique maps that I had, unfortunately. We do have the corruption we can start gearing towards, though, which would be really nice. Let me see what else. I think that's about it. Let me get rid of this. There may be another unique map just around here that we could tag really quickly. Water biomes are going to have the highest potential to have a unique map. So here's one right here. Viridian Wildwood. So we could technically knock this one out if we wanted, and then go in here. Let's see. Let me mark this real quick just so I don't forget. And then we're going to save that. And what we're going to do is I'm going to grab a few other maps. I'm going to borrow them from Elon. He's got the best maps. And ooh. Okay, and now we're going to go back into our stash, go to the currency, juice these mothers up. Oh yeah. Juicy. Juicy fruit. Alright, so now we go here. Everything should be, yeah, 20 quality. I'm liking that. There's no way that I know to increase the quality of your belt, so the quality of charms can also not be improved upon. It's only based on a random drop, interestingly enough. And then your flaskuses, they can be improved upon. Probably going to end up doing that right now, right? Are these, I don't know. I feel like I could get a little bit more out of these. All in all, they're pretty solid. I wish I had more charges. If I could have a 10 charge, then that would be a thing of beauty. So I don't necessarily want to burn those yet. So now what we're going to do is, I think we have a map to clear. Accidentally, oh, that's corruption. That's unique. So we will have to burn one of these, but I'm totally okay with that if you guys are. More XP game. Man, I got some juicy ass maps, brother. Alright, so we're going to go here. We're going to use this little scrubby one. As it pertains to the passive points, honestly, I don't really care where anything goes from this point forward, because what I'm going to be doing is going here and routing to some additional energy shield evasion nodes with the remaining points I'm going to have. So that'll take me at 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Probably won't get any levels beyond 96 realistically, so I could take this away, for example, if we talk to our boy Doriani, and because that's only evasion rating. Yes, that's important, but if you look at our evasion rating as it is, it's at 59%, and then it goes down to 58, so not a very considerable amount. We get the increased recharge rate, which is nice, but if we start routing towards the energy shield, we can pick up a few more stats along the way. And then we're just 2 levels away from getting at least 12% evasion energy shield. I don't really have tons of opportunities to then remove points for other things. So we're kind of at the point where we need to go ahead and pick these. Technically, if we wanted to, we could probably remove some of these dexterities. So let's see which skills require the highest dex. I think some will require almost 200. That's 191 dex. So as long as we have 191 dex, we should be good. So now we see if we can refund one of these 8 points right here. That puts us right below. But our character still has 193 because of all the cumulative bonuses we have from our gear. So on the tree, it shows the raw amount of points you have, and then this shows your updated amount of points. So we can't remove anything further from the skill tree, and that's okay. So we'll get that later if we really wanted to, but we can go back over here. And honestly, if we want, we could apply these to. I hate that it does that. I always do it on purpose, on accident. We could make these. Why aren't you letting me select? They go strength, so we can get a little bit more HP. And now it's saying you can't do something. What can't I do? Oh, that's right. I need a dex. My bad.
Back to basics.
Back to basics indeed. I've screwed up. It was my bad. Dex.
Not wrong with a new approach.
Okay, good. So now we're good again. So essentially we just have 92, 93, and we're going to be right there. So perfect. Now we won't be able to get, so 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. So unless we're getting in like level 100, we're not going to get any benefit from these. That's fine. I would welcome 24% increase energy shield and evasion. That would be just massive. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And we have just enough for all of our high level skills that aren't quite level, 20. So we're going to run one of these corrupted maps, and yes, it's unfortunate that we're running it on a corrupted map. I do like to go straight to the Nexus and then cleanse everything. Those are just a lot of fun. But it's fine, you have to route to the Nexus anyway, so I'm gonna clear this out so we can grab the Viridian Wildwood map as well. You're dead, brother. And then we're gonna go over here. Kick some more ass. I'll stay in this part of the woods before we go up to the bridge. Clear everything else out. He's the coward.
Almost a challenge.
Where is he? I hit him, but I don't know where he's at. They're going to improve the visuals on that too, that way you can see where these enemies are, because I can't. I don't know where the hell he's at. He's up there somewhere. We will kill him, but the fact that we're getting more rogue exiles immediately after speccing into it, that shows that it's working. I love that. And guess what? These guys are much more likely to have gear or unique gear on. So if they have a unique on, very likely for them to have gear. They will not have things like weapons or anything like that, which is nice. Researcher strong boxes are great because they give you all the currency. I should have juiced it though to get a little bit better currency drop, so that's fine. You can get exalts and everything from. I don't think I've gotten a divine yet from those, but I've certainly gotten tons of exalts. Speaking of an exalt, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff actually. I'm not gonna pick up any more gear. That's. He must be on the other side. I don't know.
Straight through the art.
I am very pleased with the unique maps. That's such a fun addition. So water biomes are where they tend to spawn. And now we know. Mark did say that in the interview, by the way. Kirillise, how's it going? How are you? I don't know if you saw, we ran just about every type of unique map right now, and I've run all of them, I think, at this point, including the Silent Cave as of last week. And today we ran Castaway and the Fractured Lake, and those maps are incredible. You're gonna love them. If you haven't run them yet, you're gonna absolutely love them. Where is this fool? Is he invisible or something? I wish he'd show up on the map. Like, they need either a map icon for him, or he needs to be highlighted, because it's really difficult to see the difference. I'm gonna find him though. But yeah, the unique maps are just so good. So much fun.
Clean kill.
This Huntress is just monstrous. I love playing this Huntress. Such a good playstyle. Feels amazing. Okay, where is that cowardly bastard? I want to kill him. If I may. Kirilis says, I missed it. Damn it, Kirilis. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Well, you can always watch. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the unique maps. I actually would prefer you just to play them on your own and experience them to figure out the mechanics and all that. You're gonna love it, I tell you. Wolf says, what waystone should I use for Castaway? I'd use a T15, man. An increased gold drop would be nice if you have increased gold drop. But if not, there's not much else you can do on that one. Okay, he's over here somewhere. Does anybody see him? I don't... Ulfred the Afflicted. Brother, where are you? I started doing less epic, or epoch for now. I learned that that word's pronounced epic, but I think the British people say epoch, so... I was like, okay, because I was like, how do we say this word? And it's epic, epic. But it's last epoch in game. That's what I said in the beginning, but I hadn't ever heard that word said out loud. But apparently it's pronounced epic, but the game pronounces it epoch, and I think British people announce it epoch too. Pretty interesting. And do you want to join me on this Castaway? I don't know. Oh, heck yeah. Wolf, I would love to. Would you mind waiting just 1 second? I can't find this dude. I didn't know. How did you get to endgame so fast? He's nowhere. I will be there in 2 seconds. I just don't know. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Found him. He's dead. Whew. I found him. I think he was glitched. I would love to join you on the Castaway, Wolf, and I really appreciate that because we can showcase it again on stream. So if anybody's running, I got to endgame so fast because the bosses are easy once you've done them 15 times each. Oh yeah. We're just good like that. Did you remember in the Fractured Lake, my lightning was purple? Wasn't that like the most beautiful visual glitch ever? Ow. Oh, I would love it if you stop that. No! Okay. Get out of here. What happens if you kill both bosses at the same time? You get a frackin' divine. That's what happens. And I got the lamellar mail.
Double as is.
You can take any of these, sir. I need that, though, for science, but that's fine.
Double as is.
That was awesome. Damn it, I love this game. This game's so fun. We'll come back. I'll come back for you. Wolf, thank you so much for being patient. I'm so sorry.
Place to put my feet up.
Kirilisa's broken apparently too. What was broken? What was broken? The rogue? The rogue exile? He was jacked up. He wasn't doing too good, as they say. What was this bloody thing? What the bloody? That's 7, 13 element. Wowzers! That's really good. Kirilise, I don't know if you're listening, but I anointed storm charged. I increased the quality to 20 using Esh catalysts. Actually, the attribute modifiers to 20. And I slammed some exalts in it, and it became perfecto. And then I did 20 quality using Esh catalysts on this bad boy, and then slammed it with X. This one, I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do attributes on it. If I can add attributes on this, I might be able to change out one of the others. But if not, I'm gonna go Esh catalyst for the lightning damage increase. But those amulets and rings that you let me borrow have been instrumental to this build, so I want to say thank you so much for that. You are an amazing human being. I want to say thank you so much. Colby! What's up, Colby? Dude, you are just insane. I appreciate you so much, but stop doing that. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I will do the punishment, but I will not do it on Wolf's map because that wouldn't be fair to him. I'd be a disservice to him. So what happens, Colby, is because you did the Wheel of Doom super chat, what's going to happen is I'm going to roll the super chat right after I do this map with this buddy of mine. I have to run it with him and help him. Not help him, but like be with him and actually be of use. Otherwise, it'd kind of be unfair. So then when I'm playing alone again, we're going to totally do the Wheel of Doom. When we spin the Wheel of Doom, what's going to happen is it's a random modifier that's going to be like hold the controller upside down or play with one hand or something stupid, and I'm going to do it for 1 minute. But if that's too short, we can do more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is 1 minute long enough to be punished, or should it be like 2 minutes, 5 minutes? What do you guys think? Let me know. Anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. How long should the super chat punishment Wheel of Doom be? I'm fine with up to 5 minutes. Colby says, hey, Inhuman, hope you're doing well. Excited for the Bloodborne stream since I can't actually attend it. No! Are you serious? You can't attend it? What time would work well? But you're the one that actually made it happen, so I would love for you to be present. If we need to change it, what time would work best for you? Like Friday in the evening doesn't work. Would a Saturday work? Let me know, okay? Because I am willing to change it because you single-handedly met the super chat goal and made that happen. So Kiralee says, you're welcome to keep them. Thank you so much. No, Kiralee says, I think I might be done with PoE 2 for this season. No, that's not good to hear, but I respect your decision, of course. Wolf says, check your in-game chat. You missed my message. Oh, you can actually make it. Yes. Why would you scare me like that? Quit doing that. Okay. Let's increased gold. Wolf. Well, I have a 94% increased gold. Did you do something silly with that already? And let's take a look at this. There's so many things to look at, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like a squirrel. I'm like a dog trying to catch a car. I wouldn't know what to do if I got it. 5 is perfect. Okay. Damn it, Colby. Damn it. He freaked me out there. I was like, I literally did this for you. Because I know you work. Or you have a regular job, you know, like, not a regular, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't play video games for money. So your schedule is actually like, you know, regular. Let's look at this real quick. This looks sexy. 29 to dex. I'm sorry, 29 to strength, 25 to dex, 8.4 life regen, 20 to max valor. Oh, no valor. And then valor. Who cares? That's awesome. I love the way that looks. That's unique. That's new. I say unique, duh. It's new to me. Okay, Wolf says to look at the thingamajabber. Wolf says, I got to in-game stuff. I read that one already. Wolf then says, don't apologize. It's fine. Just eating some Reese's peanut butter eggs. Those are so good. I expect money for this sponsor mention. Wait. You need money? What sponsor? I have no... Well, I've had plenty of sponsors. I don't have like a permanent sponsor. You are a... what do you call it? You are... No. I don't have a sponsor. If I did... And if this video went like completely nuts, dude, I'd buy you something. I'd totally buy you something. Warp to player. I do have a 94% increased gold on map. Let's juice that. Not crazy though. I would just do, you know, don't go 6 modifiers on it. Just, you know, unless you absolutely want to. We should be fine. Colby says, gotta dredge out the old PS4 again to slay some Eldritch Beings. Oh yes. I remember you're like, oh, I gotta pull the PS4 out, and it was like perfect. 94% XP gain, gold gain on that, Wolf. And then we can just at least augment and regal at the very least. I got that 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but I can usually leave early on Fridays. Nice. Oh, can I juice it? Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, give it to me then. Did you take it? How are you poor, Wolf? Oh, never mind. You used to take care of me. You remember those times? Remember those times when I was still learning about the old PoE? And you taught me the ways. Alright, let's juice this. We're going currency. I don't know what sponsorship you're referring to, but I deny all allegations. I am not a smart man. Let's see. I'm fine with that. I want enough attempts. I don't want to just die and then we lose the attempt. So I would like 2 to 3 attempts on it, just because if, you know, we want to maximize it. Here's our first one anyways. Reese's is going to sponsor you now. Oh, dude, I would love if Reese's sponsored me. I would love if Guinness, like the beer, sponsored me. I back those products, baby. I back those products. Wolf, do you want to lead or do you want me to lead? I say we do the same thing I did. Perimeter and then go for the treasure, go for the boss. You tell me, do you want to lead or I lead? This is the Castaway map. Kiralisa, if you're looking, if you're still here, this map is insane. All kinds of gold drops. You have a boss and you have a treasure that you can find. It's so cool. Let's see what Wolfgang says. I don't know what I'm doing. I love that. Okay, let's go then. Let's go find a shore real quick. Alright, gold. We open up these treasure-bound souls, so we can grab these. Wolf, come back here and tag this. There. Okay, there's gonna be like 3 of those. Can you grab gold too? Hopefully. This is so funny. Okay. There's 2 meaty ones. So we're just gonna hug the perimeter right now, stay on the shore. And then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll free up any more souls. We'll go fight the boss, and then we're gonna get his destructive charge from him. Or his detonating charge, whatever. The rotten satchel. And we'll go find the treasure. 1 gold, baby. Okay, there's another one of those little treasure things. Goldies. Keep track. We had 2.75 beforehand. Oh my gosh. Hold on. They're angry. I'll use my Arnold scream when I get really scared. With the volatiles, man. Okay, thank you. All the volatiles. All the volatility. All right, we'll keep hugging the perimeter. Do you see anything? Oh, okay, we can keep going this way. That was scary. Thank you for saving my life. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the last time either. No! Okay, this guy's shielded. We're gonna look for more of those little bodies. There's like souls we have. Don't go here yet. Don't go here yet. That's the boss. Killing rares on accident. Love that. Off screen, you say? Get out of here. Don't you dare touch Hex Spectra. I would expect him to act differently. At some point, we're gonna come around to another one of those bodies. There were 3, there's one. As if on cue. Goldies. Keep grabbing all this and then we'll continue searching and then... I don't know if there's anything here. Nope. Alright, we have like the south part left. And then we're good. The southern shores. Absolutely love this map though. Yes, yes. Nobody over here. Ugh. I don't know why, but only when I'm playing with Wolf do we bump into each other all the time. I think our minds are just so in sync. Lovely. Now we gotta go kick the captain's ass. But let's see, I think that should be it. There's probably just a little bit more gold over here if anything. Nope, we're all good. To the captain we go. We can find the treasure though at least, because we'll need to do that anyways. I hear something, I don't see it though. He wasn't shocked. Oh, here it is. I found the treasure. So the treasure's over here. Right by the giant, like, cross thing. So here's the treasure. You'll put the charge here. Alright, let's go kill the boss. Colby! What are you doing? I'm gonna do them. Now I have to do twice. So I don't know how long you guys want me to do this upside down controller thing, but I will. Okay, we gotta be careful. I will read your chat in 1 second. I gotta head back to work. Have a good stream. See you Friday. Absolutely, Colby. Thank you so much. You are amazeballs. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the support. The love and support, baby. Have a great rest of your week. Looking forward to Friday as well. Carried. I'm just kidding. Hex Spectra totally did that. Okay, so now you pick up his little charge, and then we go, it's gonna be where that cross thing is, so right, yeah, you probably see it. Right here. You can place it here. In the circle, yeah, there you go. And then detonate it like you would an expedition charge. Imagine Retro says, currently watching your Blasphemous video, good stuff. Thank you so much, Imagine. I love Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, amazing games. That's a lot of gold. I love gold. We're rich. Now from 2.7 to 3.5 mil. Oh, okay, that was cool. That was insane, was it not? Thank you so much for inviting me, Wolf. The Reese's sponsorship is just flourishing right now. All the deals. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, let me go to my stash. No, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go do my streaming thing now, but if you find any more unique maps, we can certainly run them together, or you know, anything like that, just let me know. Thank you so much, Wolf. You are awesome. That was amazing. Okay, we have 2 Wheels of Doom that we need to do, so this is gonna be bad. And because they're stacked, I say we do. Okay, so we need a decision. How long do the punishments last? They need to last anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. And the punishments range from like no healing, holding the controller upside down, playing one-handed, or whatever. And I'll have my phone so it can be the timer.
What is it?
But we need to pick that quickly. Well, not quickly, but so that I can determine what the punishment is and for how long. Did I create this already? Yeah, unique. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna die because of this. I just want you all to know. I will die. I'll decide for us then. It's 2 minutes for each punishment. And so they can, of course, add together. First things first, we're gonna pull up the Wheel of Doom. Come on, baby, there she is. And then we're gonna spin it. Spin number 1 takes us to oh my balls, upside down controller on top of, oh god, what does that say? Since it's the same, we'll do the other one one-handed. So I have to play the game one-handed, upside down controller for 5 minutes. Colby, I hate you. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna start my timer, and once we get in the map, so let's see, stop. Well, I guess timer, right? No, stopwatch. No, timer. 5 minutes. Does it go down? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Okay, so that sucks. 5 minutes of playtime. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, there was a giant spider on the paper towel roll, and my daughter was like, like freaking out. I was like, "What happened? What happened?" And she was like, "There's a spider, there's a giant bug on the thing." I was like, "Oh," and it was huge. It was massive, very scary. But anyways, okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this map. I'm playing one-handed with upside down controller for 5 minutes once we get through all of this. And all thanks to Colby, of course.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna sell this, and I'm gonna keep this because I'm using it for a bit of a demonstration. I have a video that I'm doing that I'm gonna release this afternoon about the state of PoE 2, and just talk about what I believe the true issues are and things like that, and you know, really, and do it in a way that I feel is like more constructive than kind of bashing for engagement, like I feel a lot of these people are doing. Let's go to a map. Okay. Ooh. Oh God. What else? It's just bad. I feel like I'm gonna lose XP. Okay, so we're gonna start the map for 5 minutes. We're gonna be doing a upside down controller. and one-handed. I have no clue how to even do this. But I'll have my hand up here so you guys see clearly, but... Okay, balls, man. How do you play this game with one hand? Okay, so that's R1 is on that side. Okay, hands here. Scouts on. Here, I'll have it right here that we know. Okay, let me figure out the controls real quick. Holy Shinto. Oh my gosh. And oh my gosh. That's that. How do I do that? Okay. Everything's backwards. Okay, that sucks. Alright, here goes. We're doing this. Season of the... Oh, hold on, let me see this. How'd you get a unique precursor tablet? No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to do up to 3 maps in range contain. Wow, map buses are haunted by Asmeri spirits. That's really cool. How'd you get that? That's beautiful. There are unique tablets now, and now we have. Since this is the stream about uniques, there you have it. Wolf delivering again. I know it's a tablet, but I don't know how you got it. Moment of Zen. Wow. Okay, so that means that they're drops. I thought they were going to be drops by pinnacle bosses or something. Map bosses are hunted by Asmeri spirits. So now you have unique bosses that have been amplified by these spirits. That's really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Wolf. That's pretty sick. I had heard about them and knew about them from the patch notes, never seen one. Okay, controllers upside down. We're doing one-handed as well, starting now. Okay, can we clear shoot, can we clear this map? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Hold on. I need to run backwards. No! I'm not playing. This is literally one-handed, so just because I'm amazing at video games doesn't mean you can get mad. Okay, I'm figuring it out. It's actually like it's like I'm playing like a plane simulator right now. Everything's backwards. Okay, whoop. Nope, never mind. I'm confused. My brain. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left of this punishment. This actually like racks my brain. Come on, baby. Whoa! It's so hard to press R. All I can do is press R. Oh! There. X. Hold on. How do I get the shield, brother? This is not actually as easy as I thought. Okay, that's not good. Okay, cool. I have to move. It's like whenever you get that you take like a purple mushroom and well, not in real life, but in Mario, everything's backwards. This is retro controls, retro punishment controls. Okay, hold on. I'm actually not trying to go this way, but because my body took me here, this is where we're going. One-handed upside down controller T15. Okay, we're going the wrong way. I'm trying to move forward. Okay. That is I'm so tense right now because this makes me really confused. My brain hurts from thinking so hard. I'm not a thinker, I'm a doer. Keep pushing. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is good. If I can keep moving. This is beautiful. Okay. Shoot! How do I grab this? Yes! I use my index finger. Yeah, I wish you guys could see the way I'm holding the controller right now. I have it, on the table. I feel like I'm using like a tank. You know, like playing one of those tank simulator games. That's what it feels like right now. But it's not bad. It's actually not as terrible as I thought. Except when you get you panic like that. Okay, hold on. Not bad. Wheel of Doom, baby. I can't reach arch. Actually, I can. Nope, wrong way, idiot. Never mind, that's fine. Get. Okay. And then XX. Whew. I feel like I'm playing keyboard and mouse. This is what you guys have to deal with? That's what it feels like. Uh-oh, wrong way. I adapted pretty quickly to this. But my brain is... It's like actually straining right now. It's like, oh, thinking. In reverse. Go forward. Oh shoot, I don't know what to do here. How do I heal? Shinto. I lost all that XP, that's okay. What hit me so bad? I don't know what hit me so bad. I was spam healing too. You go here. You go, okay. You go here. I go home. Okay. Nope. No, no, no. Shiggity. Shiggity. Okay, that works. What's hitting me so hard? I can't even focus on that. 'Cause I'm trying to learn how to move. So when I'm panicking, it's impossible to move. As intended. And I can just move straight. Super easy, because you just hold the stick in that one direction. It's like opposite of the direction you want to go. So glad I didn't die twice, but not that it matters. We lost all our XP anyways. Die, dude. Okay. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Hold on. This doesn't feel right. Why am I... Okay. No! Do you have proximal tangibility? Hold on! Oh, that's not my... That's my timer. Yes! I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Hold on. You're gonna die now, brothers. Okay, good. That was awesome. That was actually really challenging. I thought it was going to be easy. Well, I thought it was going to be hard. Then I was like, oh, this is actually way easier than I thought. And then I realized that it's not, because when I panic, I completely freeze up. Whew. Stressful. Sweating. That was awesome, though. I actually really enjoyed that. I don't know, man. Let's place these stupid things. Lost all my XP. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. Ooh, an expedition logbook. Coming for you, Olroth. Never been able to kick his ass in my legacy file because I just never ever saw him. It was really disappointing, but it's only like a 1 in, well, it's a 20% chance, so 1 in 5 technically is the math behind that to see Olroth at a level, I think level 80 or above. They say 79, but I do believe it's level 80. I don't know the actual truth to that, but I would imagine it's level 80. Level 80 expedition logbooks. Alright, let's go over here. We cleared the expedition, which those are going to be buffed in the sense that the runic monsters, like, they're not going to be as hard anymore and they're going to have much better drops. All of the pinnacle content will be attainable much faster as well. So we'll be able to play it much sooner. That's what their intention was from the beginning with all the changes, but I don't think it, the math worked out. Because there were still instances where, like, because Breach has been nerfed so much, like, you're just not getting as many Breach splinters. Although all tiers are actually allowing the drops, you're just not getting as many. I've been playing at 15 for like a week now. Still, and I've been running all kinds of mechanics, don't quite have what I need yet. I could have probably purchased a handful of them, but I don't really feel like doing that. I'm so glad we got our Divine today. That was really nice. Oh, that was stressful, man. Wheel of Doom sucks. I don't know who invented that. Me. What a crazy guy. I used to do that with Souls-likes, guys, and that was rough. I don't miss those days. He's dead. Okay, I was gonna say, where are all the brothers? There's one. There's one. The brethren, where the brethren at? Very nice. I want my purple lightning back. Fractured Lake. May I get that visual effect back? You know, I was really excited about the changes to, well, like some of the cosmetics, the microtransactions that had, what was it in particular? Oh, it was for the Ranger, unfortunately, but you could get lightning effects very similar to Asala. Asala has like, I would call it like whatever, I don't know, like a golden or yellow lightning kind of thing versus like the blue lightning effect you normally get. So that was pretty cool. But it's only for the Ranger skills and attacks, so I thought it was going to be for the Huntress as well. And I was like, ooh, it'd be nice to have the Huntress with like instead of the blue lightning, the golden lightning effects. But alas, those skills are reserved for anything that's like a bow related type. Oh, those effects are reserved for any bow related type skills, and I don't feel like having a bow. If I was running a Roa, I think a bow would be fun too, but not necessary. Just it's a fun thing. We do have a Roa and we tried it. It's just not optimal. The build as we have it is just so beefy and beastly. So if you guys want to check out this build, if you're enjoying this build, just put in the command !build and you guys can get a link to that video. If that video gets 13 likes, I'm going to go ahead and just put it up on max roll, and every single build guide and video I do from this point forward will be up on max roll. I've just never done a build guide for this particular game. I've been doing more instructional guides and things like that. There's so many build guides out there, but I did think that my build was very unique in a way that I don't think I had been seen it before. And honestly, I wouldn't be the best judge of that because I don't watch other creators, but you do see lots of build guides out there. I don't think that a lot of Huntresses are running Scepter though, and that is something that I think differentiates or distinguishes this build from the others. We get lots of Spirit, and we're just optimizing our damage just to, you know, just crazy levels, so we can just melt anything in our way, which is a thing of beauty, really. I think I already have one of these, yeah. So we have 43, 13, 72. 43, 13, 72. It's time to change it out, boys. I have a hunting spear that I thought was really nice that I'd be more than happy to give to anybody, but if not, I'm just going to break it down. Okay, and we have these for the endgame section over here. Another level 80. Oh, that's 79 actually. Oh, dang it, that's not good. That's okay, that's okay. We'll figure it out. You know, somebody wanted something like an hour ago. Yeah, it's fine. They're gone. We popped in our Ruby Charm Nagamahu's Chosen. This is cool. We haven't been hit by fire yet, though, so I'm interested to see what happens there. Okay, now we go to our next unique map, the Viridian Wildwood. I say we go for like max rarity on this one. We're going to kill everything possible and hope that we get a unique omen. When I say unique omen, I mean a different or special type of omen, not necessarily the unique class. But we are going to be checking out this this map. This is one of my favorite unique maps. We've been doing all kinds of unique maps so far. We've done the Fractured Lake. We've done Castaway twice. We've done the Viridian Wildwood, Untainted Paradise. So we're just going to keep going through, killing everything in our path. And kicking ass, just like in real life. There you go. We got a omen already. See this? I had unlocked before. Okay, this is, yeah. What is this? Huh? It's just a little structure. Okay, there's like nothing to it though. Okay. That was just like a design. I thought it was something special because we were just on the edge of it last time and we couldn't see what it was. Okay, let's go ahead and continue onward then. Hug the perimeter. Get the Exile. Oh my gosh, I almost died for 1x. Everybody joining today, thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing great. The purpose of this map is to tag and free the Wisp, but honestly I just want to make sure that I explore more than usual. We found the Omen. There's always like a little chest that has a really cool Omen. One Omen that I got from my Legacy character was that you could open a strongbox a second time, which is incredible. Can you imagine a Ventress contraption if you have all the gold for it? Be a thing of beauty. But the purpose of this particular map, I do believe, is to free the Wisp. But you can also, you know, explore as much as possible, kill the rares, because that is, of course, the kind of bonus content. You get drops, of course, that way. But yeah, we're just melting rares, melting 15. This is just a really incredibly strong build. If anything, as of now, the current state of the game is in a position where, you know, if you're going hybrid, armor evasion is definitely not the way to go. Instead, you'd want to go more evasion. Energy shield. Ah, dang it. Let's see. Somehow it's still letting me explore out this perimeter. Okay, it's going to stop me here, right? Yeah. Dang it. So my goal was to continue exploring. Sometimes the Wisp just appears randomly, right? And I wish you kind of had an idea of where it was at, but it was right over here. And as soon as we freed it, that map is now completed. So essentially what you want to do is try and kill all the rares and explore to the best of your ability and find whatever items you can. And so we were able to pick up a Omen, let's see, but it's just an Omen of Dextral Coronation. Unfortunately, we picked up a really cool one last time, and it did allow you to open up the strongbox twice, so that was really neat. But anyways, that was the Viridian Wildwood. Pretty fun. As I was saying though, anything that this build could, you know, have some work on is just the defenses and survivability. You want to increase your energy shield to 1500 to 2000 if possible, and the way to do that is you would sacrifice some damage, and on your jewel nodes you instead put things like increased max energy shield and things of that nature, and that'll help you out more than you know. So that's going to be a huge way to boost your defense at the cost of some damage. Alright, you go here, 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 here. I wish Omen stacked. I don't know why they don't. But yeah, that's about it for our unique maps. We've crushed the unique maps. We got back-to-back moments of Zen. All these great maps. We've cleared a ton of them today. Water biome, so anything that's considered water biome is going to have a lot of higher probability to increase the chance that you see unique maps. So always go around, if you're near bodies of water, clear them out, see if you can, you know, have a nice field of view to see if you can find some of those rare maps, or unique maps. But anyways, really cool. We had our back-to-back moments of Zen right there. We're gonna go ahead and rush this Nexus. Let's see. Ew, beefy. 40% increased monster damage. Great. We have 2 attempts at this. Let's not screw this up. We'll focus here. But yeah, anybody watching, if you're interested in the build, be sure to check out the build guide. Hopefully we can get enough likes so I can put it up on max roll, and that way I'll just do that and I go for it as like just best practice. It's just something that I have not done before, but I would gladly do and learn. I think it's nice. I'll be featuring Path of Exile too until I get bored of it, which I've already put in like 900 hours, so I think I'm fine. Not bored yet. Holy drop rate, Batman. I wouldn't mind a second divine for today because we've been just kicking so much ass. Kind of feel like we deserve it. Just saying. Kind of feel like we deserve it. We're gonna hug the perimeter as per usual and just continue exploring. Remember, when you defeat the last rare, in a Nexus map. As far as I know, the Eater of Flesh is the one who appears, but there should be others. I think there's like 4 or 5 bosses. I've only ever seen the Eater of Flesh though. But he's a great boss. Lots of fun. Pretty challenging as well, especially if you're not ready for that kind of encounter. He's got his whole unique little moveset and everything, so I thought I saw this. You get out of my way. Alright. You die. Thank you. Open the door, just let the air in. Lovely. Beautiful. I think the biggest thing is because we're going to be more squishy, it's up to us to learn the moveset of the enemies. And at this point, I mean, many of us have been playing for long enough to we're pretty comfortable with it. But for the newer players, you always want to learn the moveset of the enemies that you're facing, how you're dying, learn from your deaths. And that's just going to make you so much of a better player because you're going to constantly be improving. Every time you die, you're gaining information, you're gaining knowledge on how to avoid death from that particular mechanic the next time. And so then you start being able to focus on, you know, the different threats. And then things that were really challenging before just aren't challenging anymore because you now are equipped with that knowledge. So that's what's something I really enjoy about games like this. What games people consider challenging. Like this is I think at least in the beginning on your first playthrough, a little challenging, but then knowledge becomes your biggest tool. And with that knowledge, you can then experiment with different builds and do things that are really unique, and I think that's just so much fun. I got these amazing bucklers last night. I'm gonna have to show you guys. Unique. There's a wooden one, unique, and like another one that was like, I don't know, looked like a holy buckler. It's really neat. Very nice. Let's see if we can juice this mother. Good enough. All right. Greater rune there, nothing too special, that's fine. So if we get in close, like say for example, an enemy's being really stubborn and not dying, we shock the enemy and then we go in and we finish them off with our primal strikes in 1 to 2 hits. If they're just super beefy, oh, okay, we'll do the 3rd hit. And it, not only does it look great, but then it also kills everybody around it. So it's just, again, an incredibly strong build. Very, very effective against single target as well as mobs. As you can tell, we're killing mobs off screen. You know, just I can bounce something off and it's gonna go kill something. It's really nice. If you have a crazy tanky kind of waystone, then you just use barrage when you're throwing your charged or empowered staffs and spears, and you just go crazy with it. Your damage output just is exponential from that point. So essentially you're working towards one-shotting everything every time in this build. Let's go follow the wispiness. If you outpace the wisp, it'll speed up, so. There's only one rare left, so it's going to take us here. It's going to be a tough spot for the fight, but that's fine. Ox touched, we gotta love it. Ooh, gosh, okay. Where'd our brother go? Okay, there he is. He's way over there! Okay, hold on. Oh, he's dead. Whew. Now Doriani comes to cleanse. And everything becomes encased in crystals and like this golden crystalline structure is really nice. There you go, man. We're doing some stuff on this map. I love it. Absolutely love it. How many enemies? There's tons of enemies left, so I'd say we'll kick some butt. Captain Niwa, how's it going, brother? Captain says, what's up? It's nice to hear your tactics. I can use some of it for my new Chaos Witch this season. Absolutely. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm quite familiar with all different types of builds. I just prefer like a martial weapon kind of build, just my style. But anything you have in terms of questions, I can certainly help to the best of my ability. You know I love this game. I'm always eager to help somebody in this game or give tips or advice. But yeah, that was amazing. We've got 2 more Atlas points for our hard work. And Captain, how you enjoying that promotion, brother? You're the big man on campus now, right? I hope everything's going well for you. Hope you're enjoying your new promotion. I know it's been a while now, but still exciting. That's a perfect clear. All right, so that was the Nexus. Now that the Nexus is done, so now we're going to be everything's cleansed. So if we go here, we see that now the Nexus has been cleansed and all of the corrupted maps are now cleansed maps, and they have this crystalline structure node around them. That means that there's going to be increased currency drops, and you can also get fractured orbs from these maps. So we're going to be running the mess out of these. We're going to be clearing out all the rest of these and then kind of working through this so we can see if there's any other unique nodes near the water biome. So first things first, let's see, what's the furthest one away? This one's pretty far. I say we just tag this really quick. That way we can open these up. I'm not sure why. Oh, it is open. Never mind, it is open. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. This one's juicy. My gosh. That's fine.
We found a handful of survivors in the area you cleared.
Okay, now, did you identify everything, brother? No, you didn't. Doriani's slacking. Wolf says, I'm currently running Chaos Witch. Oh, nice. Wolf will also be able to give you a bunch of tips on the Chaos Witch, more so than myself, of course. The Chaos Lich Witch, as I like to call her. Oh, wow, that's nice. Physical damage, lightning damage, increased accuracy. That's a thing of beauty. My gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful robe. I mean, whatever, you know. I said robe. Beautiful quiver. Fire and stun and thorns damage. Very nice as well. Throw that here for now, here for now. We'll juice you guys later. Juice. Go to 3. Get over there. Use that. Now we have more. We've gotten 6 Atlas points today. It's beautiful. Max sockets, that's pretty cool. More rogue exiles, we love those guys. Pack size. Huh, you know, I don't even know. Do we go rarity? I mean, I don't see why not, but I'm trying to think. Explicit modifiers. Or could I get more rarity that's closer to something that I care about? Pack size. Shrines and stuff. Magic monsters. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I like that. Items unruly have 50% chance to be corrupted. I don't know if I want that necessarily. Like, do I want a corrupted item? Also has a chance to have max sockets. So I don't know. That's a little tricky to me. dexterity based items. Or do we go pack size? Let's go rarity for now. I don't know where we're routing to necessarily, but maybe the wisps, I don't know. We'll go this way towards the wisps. Now this map is clear. We only have one attempt, so let's not die. Captain says it's going well. I got a couple of paychecks, but still no PS5. I had to get a new phone. Mine got stuck. No worries, no worries. We had stuck pixels. What would you guys recommend to increase survivability? Energy shield. So like I was saying earlier before you came in, don't be afraid to find nodes that have jewel nodes that have 20% increased max energy shield. So there'd be sapphires, the blue jewels. Energy shield all the way for Lich. Wolf says same thing for Lich Chaos build, energy shield 100%. I feel very tanky. Yeah, that's 100% correct. I would agree with that. I mean, there is no right or wrong way to do it, but energy shield is the most natural and easy way. Low investment, things like that. You don't have to go crazy areas off the passive tree or anything like that. She has a lot of synergy with her existing ascendancy nodes as well. So you're not doing anything that's like, you know, you're not going too far off the beaten path. It's a very easy and natural investment that you're going to make. These guys are kind of tanky. Spider, spider, spider. All these spiders. Now that we've cleansed the map, we have these fettered monsters. They're unique monsters that are only found in cleansed maps. Oh, balls. I didn't see this guy. You're dead. You know, because these maps kind of go all weird, I'm actually going to clear it kind of like up and down, like I'm mowing the lawn. And I should bring Val Orbs with me from now on. Maybe bring like 5 Val Orbs with me at any given time. So that when we see an essence, we can go ahead and juice it and corrupt it. That's the an easy way to juice an essence crystal. You can essentially do a number of things. You can add a little essence, or you can enhance it to a greater essence. So, yeah, Chaos Lich, you definitely want to go Energy Shield. I mean, I would strongly recommend it. But for survivability and tankiness, that's your answer. That's the quickest and easiest way to solve it. Armor and evasion still doesn't feel as, I don't know, as safe as it should yet. And health in particular, I mean, well, you know, I'd say when you go strength, you're typically going just armor in particular, and as a primary kind of line of defense. But unlike, you know, energy shield, which has like ways to increase your energy shield like crazy, you don't ever get like big boost to your max health. So like you might have like a high armor, but even though you've been investing almost exclusively in this strength, you're not going to have the same benefit you would have if you chose energy shield, where you can get like large boosts of it. You don't get like 2% or 5% more health or anything, you know, like that would be really helpful, because armor is good as long as you can tank a hit or so, because it's just damage reduction, right? But yeah, in general, it can be a little problematic sometimes. I don't think the defenses are 100% balanced out across the board. I think some are much more effective than others. No, he's dead. So that's why I moved from armor evasion to evasion energy shield. And I feel like so much more able to survive. Obviously the one-shots, you're going to get one-shot. That's by design. But the attacks that shouldn't one-shot you don't one-shot me, which is good. And only barely, because I still could actually sacrifice some damage for some defenses. And I might be doing that. I might actually upgrade my jewels at some point. Might do it on stream, actually. I want to get those. I want to get my shield up. So technically we've completed the map. But I like to clear these out because you can get fractured orbs here. They're called fracturing orbs, but I do call them fracture orbs because I do what I want. Exile. I thought I heard an Exile drop. Wolf says you also want to constantly be moving. Toss out Drain and Contagion, then walk away. My goal is to get like 10k energy shield. Oh yeah. And it's attainable. What the balls is this? Whoa! Hold on a second. It said map completed and then this happened? I fought him before. I fought him with Kirillese actually. That was insane, guys. Wow. I didn't think he was gonna appear. I just talked about it too. This is like the best stream ever. I did not see anywhere that it said I'd be fighting him. But we got a fracturing orb that I was just talking about. Like, where did it say that? There it is. Area contains 17 additional packs of transcended monsters. Area contains the Immured Fury. The Immured Fury is a unique boss specific only to the cleansed zones. So we were able to see him. I would have completely missed that, guys. But I was going to go and be thorough with the map anyways. I did not see that in the... at all in the map of the Atlas of Worlds. So I was like, whoops. But I was gonna search around anyways because we had over 50 enemies left, so I know I don't like to leave over 50. I am so glad we found that. That is incredible. I've only ever fought him one time before, but we totally melted him. What a fantastic stream so far. We've done all kinds of unique maps, faced off with unique bosses. It's just been good. It's unique has been the central focus of this stream. So I don't know how to get up there. You see that area to the northeast or yeah, northeast? I have no clue how to get up there. And there were enemies back there. That's odd. Wow, that was awesome. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was the Immured one, the Immured Fury, I think, and it was a unique boss. That was tons of fun. I did not see anywhere on the map that it said he'd be present. That was so cool. I wonder if that's anywhere else. Immured Fury, mayhaps? That was insane either way. Love it. Alright, well now let's go clear another one. Trenches is great. I love this area. We need to juice some maps, actually. Nice, congrats. That was cool, wasn't it, Neo? They captain saw it happen. Yeah, that was awesome.
What?
Okay. Put some of this stuff up. Another fracturing orb. Very good. Evasive enemies aren't very fun, but it's no big deal. Just because we can miss with our arrow strikes, or I keep calling it arrow, our spear. Okay. Nothing too crazy, so we're good. We're gonna come over here. Trenches is one of my favorite maps. It just looks really nice, honestly. Shocked ground, and that kind of area may not be the best, but let's go for the evasion because we'll be pretty close. They'll be very tight corners. All right, very nice. I think after we clear out some of these cleansed maps, I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna go and look for. I need any sapphire that's gonna give me maybe elemental type damage increase, crit damage if that's even possible on a sapphire, and then of course max energy shield. I need a handful of those. I would sacrifice some jewel damage for that. Because that's bonus damage the way I see it. I try and categorize it in my head and justify it so that I'm like, it's fine, I'm not losing damage. Even though I'm losing damage. Oh, the currency, my gosh. Thing of beauty. Alright, so I feel like we're gonna lose our map progress. It's been happening again this season where you're losing map progress if you go back and forth between portals, at least on console. Let's see. CrossFit is wanting my ring. Trade. Accept the trade, boy. Okay. Very nice. Let's see if it's going to do the same thing. I hope not, but we'll find out. Will we lose our map progress? We didn't. Nice. Oh, I love that. Okay, cool. We're going to circle back down and around to the left, actually, so I can clear out this little node. That then, oh, should get us all caught up. Very nice. Another little area. Woodsman's locker, perhaps? Mayhaps? No. Okay, maybe not. Then we'll go all the way to the far right and work our way up. Oh, I missed. Oh god, I missed. That was bad. I hit the wall. It wasn't because of the evasion, I promise. I just missed. We got a fracturing orb from the Mirrored Fury. That was awesome. Die, beasts. Oh, my face. Omen Skeeptar. We don't need that.
Lightning strikes twice.
Very nice. We got so much gold in such a short period of time. We had 1.75 million at the beginning of the stream, and then after 2 Castaway unique maps, we now have 3.5 million. Absolutely insane. The amount of gold you can get from those maps. That was a fettered monster that just died. We're gonna clear everything. These maps that are cleansed, I honestly advise that you do clear everything if you can, because you just have such a great chance to get more currency, so you do have better drop rates for things like, you know, exalts and all that. Any non-equipment based drop, you know, you can of course still get the equipment drops, but it's just a lot less likely. I died. It's that chaos damage that got me. Okay, we're gonna come up and to the left. Yeah, I was like, how did that hurt me so bad? It was the chaos damage. The projectile enemies using chaos. It's nasty. Chaos damage is the one thing I don't have a lot of good resistances for, and honestly, when you're going all res, very rarely do you get, you know, include chaos in that calculation. You just try to get as much chaos as possible. We'll come up and around here and then circle to the left, and that should be one of the last 2 areas we're clearing. I love the Huntress. I think she's an excellent character. Clear speed, she's got the power. I mean, she's a beast of womankind. That should be an area down here, and then we're done. Only 4 monsters left. Oh, okay. I'll be damned. Wolf says, don't need Chaos Res on Lich as my HP doesn't move as long as I have ES. Beautiful. That means you're pretty much bleed resistant as well, and poison for that matter. Really nice. Seven fire resistance. That's not bad. I'm gonna start juicing these jewels before long, but juicing them and selling them. I need max energy shield pretty hard, so we're gonna clear the rest of these little maps. Though we have Spiderwoods, we have we have a handful of maps. Actually, probably like 6 more. That's perfectly fine though. I'm here for it all. Armored enemies are a bit of a pain, and not for any reason other than the fact that sometimes instead of just one shot, they might take, you know, it takes an additional arrow, additional spear, I should say. Keep calling them arrows. For anybody just joining, we are doing, like the super chat is called Wheel of Doom. So in Wheel of Doom, what happens is every time we do a super chat, we spin the Wheel of Doom and a modifier is going to impact the way I have to play, whether it be like holding the controller upside down, playing one-handed, using no heals, not being able to dodge roll, things like that. And as we end up kind of testing it more and more, we'll change it and tweak it specifically more for this, you know, ways to make it even more trolly for this particular experience. But we just did 2 earlier, and they combined them, and unfortunately I had to do one-handed with the controller upside down. And yeah, I died twice, I think, and you know, it happens. It happens. I want to come back for this, but I'll forget it. I will forget to come back and juice it and all that. I almost forgot a Ventress contraption yesterday when I was recording. Ooh, a bunch of nothing. Proximal tangibility, although usually a huge issue for spear throwing fools, is no issue for us at all because we have primal strikes. So, and that's actually one of our strongest abilities. So we're just as strong up close as we are from afar. This build really has no weaknesses other than the fact that we could use more energy shield, and that's just a matter of jewels in my opinion. I feel like instead of taking jewel damage, you go for jewel survivability, which would be in this case the energy shield. So I'm probably going to change it out and see what kind of damage loss I experience and see how it fares. We'll see how we can just one-shot most rares. Sometimes they even die off screen. It's a thing of beauty. But yeah, in terms of damage, I think we have an exponential amount of damage. Honestly, let's see. I need to get those ascendancy points. Once I get 4, it seems to make you really beefy. Honestly, you only need 4. I'm doing T15 maps with only 4 points. Yeah, I'm not sure for other characters, but for the Huntress, you only get even increased power the more you ascend. As opposed to most of the other builds, you don't necessarily get more power just because you apply more points. The Huntress, you certainly do. But it's not necessary because I was running 4 points for the longest time until just the other day and kicking all kinds of ass. I need to do a T4 though, that's the one thing. Well, he's dead.
I'll not make the journey home like that.
Alright. Not bad, not bad. Bosses are also getting improved drop rates. Here at 0.2.0 G, which is coming up probably this week or later this week, I'd imagine. Oh, balls, that actually hurt. But yeah, ascendancy points on the Huntress are, you just get some increased damage pretty much every time you ascend, and it's exponential increases. We need the wispies. Why are you back here? Usually when you go past it, it gets all antsy. Speeds up a bit. That's what I was trying to trigger it to do. Oh my gosh. Ox Touch is one of the greatest talisman effects. Absolutely love it. And that's Stormlance, by the way, doing all that nasty stuff. So if the enemies are, you know, if any rare enemy is there, I pop a Stormlance to get the shot going, and then that way I can decide, do I want to go Stormlance with range, or if they come up close and they want to get crazy with it, then I just go melee, and then they die. Just like in real life. Topaz ring. I'm collecting all of the base level items so that we can have pretty much all the opportunities once I start farming up chance orbs, and we can start going for dream fragments, things like that. Get a bunch of div. You know, I would like to be able to purchase some of the unpurchasables this go around if possible. Well, we cleared the hell out of that map, so yes. Yes, indeed.
Yes. Hello.
I picked up a lot of stuff.
Greetings.
What is this bad boy? We don't need this. Those are juiced. Throw this over here. Use that.
Hello.
Kill that. Throw this in accessories. Looking good, I say. Juice this as well. Oh, I got a perfect jeweler's orb and I used it. I used it on Primal Strikes, and it's just incredibly strong. What I am gonna do after the rest of the cleansed maps is I'm gonna start changing out some of these jewels. So I have one here, two, and I think I have a third. So there's three, and each of these do some sort of increased damage with our spears. I'd like to see, for example, if I get rid of any of them. So let's just look at lightning spears, for example. 35, 9, 31, 8. Yeah, I mean, you lose some damage for sure, but we're going to see that what kind of damage we can get. So you get crit damage bonus from these. So if we remove this, I'd love to see what that does. Yeah, your crit damage bonus. So 30, okay, hold on. 35, 3, 31, 2. Wow, it looks like it's a lot less, but your critical damage bonus is massive. So something like that is huge. Yeah, I'm liking that. So we could definitely change out something like this, and still keep, you know, some of the spear damage increases. We were just going hazard for a period of time because I was using the spear field build, and I was really reliant on that. Huh, I wonder why. Well, that's fine. It's not very juicy. That's not very juicy at all. We'll go back in. Blooming Field is... it's just an interesting map. I kind of love or hate it. You know, I do love the boss, but it's one of those bosses where, because it's a guaranteed, like, scripted 3 phases, it sometimes gets a little old. especially if you've done it like 100 times like I have.
Storm's back. A word is all.
Got the strike spear. Just picking up a few things. These enemies are really nice to kill. The fettered monsters, of course, or fettered monstrosity. They typically have a really good chance to drop fracturing orbs. Alright, we'll go up this way. That dude just waiting on the other side for us. So many damn rares. Like, what is up with the rares? There's like millions of rares on this map. I don't mind it. But damn. There's a lot of them. Get out of my way, sir. Heading to work later, everyone. Take care, Captain Nemo. Be safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time, my friend. I'm just lawn mowing right here. We're just going up and down. We're not doing the perimeter stuff because in some maps it's just not as effective anymore because they've changed the general layout so much. A breach precursor tablet. The breaches are just so nerfed now. Monster density, drop rates for stuff. It's very interesting. This was my favorite. It still is very fun, but I don't know if it's my favorite anymore. Wait, who is you? Get out of here. Oh my gosh! Hold on. So much death. Now they're juicy. I like this. I have no investments in it right now, but I'm down. That was good. We got a bunch of splinters. I think we may have gotten double-digit splinters, which is super exciting. I think the most I've gotten in a breach at this level without any of the nodes, since I've yet to fight the boss, has been about 11. If we can break that record, there is life in her yet. Breach may live on. But yeah, Breach is certainly was one of my favorite Breach mechanics. League mechanics. I'm thinking right now it's, I don't know. Still kind of torn. I would say without Chaos Inoculation, Ritual can still be quite challenging. But Breach is still okay. I don't know. I like them all, but the Wisps are fun, but that's not necessarily like a mechanic tied to it, I don't think. Not a whole League mechanic, it's just a new feature. But it would be pretty cool if like the Asmerian Wisps was a League mechanic versus like just a little feature. That would be really neat because then maybe you could have like an Asmerian like type of creature or boss. I know there's unique maps for it, and we haven't seen that one yet. But you have to like activate these glyphs. Kind of looks like the Stonehenge kind of style. That's the only unique map I think we haven't seen yet. Especially in today's stream. We saw it, well, the only thing we didn't see is the Silent Cave. We did do that earlier. We did that last week actually, and that was amazing. Was that dude's name Darth Maul? Can't do that. I think his name was Darth Maul, I swear it was. Picked up something. The Warlock leggings. Every time you see that crazy spirit fly in from off screen, it means we've killed a rare. I love how the on-death effects for killing rares are now guaranteed. You don't just, like for example, this is the on-death visual effect that you get from as a microtransaction, not the on-kill effects, or, you know, like if they get killed, you know, sometimes like they'll explode or something. It's not that. It's like this right here, that spirit coming off screen, that's something that is from the drop boxes. We got the Regal, Sapphire of Potency. Ooh. I'll take it. See if there's anything in the center, and then we're gonna go clear out the expedition, and then go kill. Oh, we don't have Krellbell. Very good. Okay, nice. I'm so used to fighting Krellbell. Do this. Do that. Beeline over to this. Look for all the juicies. Oh, I'm sure you do. Immune to cold damage. Literally, I don't know why I would have done that, but I just have ice. Yes. Very good. Inhuman one. Now we're thinking. I just like a challenge. Well, that was underwhelming. I thought the big rune monsters, or the big rune flags, were going to indicate more challenging monsters. But they were cowards all the same. Then we have one more rare. Zero monsters. Not bad. Not bad at all.
A place to put my feet up.
Yes. Hello.
Oh shoot, I didn't even see how many it got. Dang it. I'm sure that was, I hope more than, I didn't even check. Dang it. Trying to see if we had beaten our own record. We like the item rarity, that's always fun. It's a breach. Breach again. Crit damage bonus, that's not bad, we love that. Throw this in here for now. Juice up our maps a bit. Alright, we only have a few left, so we have one. Oh, Crypt is gonna be good, 2, 3. Okay. Bloodwood. Okay, so the one I like least is Hidden Grotto, so we'll do that. Hidden Grotto just brings back, it's just like PTSD kind of stuff. I remember running T4s as the Merc on season 1. First character, first time ever playing a game like this. Aside from Diablo 3 many, many years ago, and I didn't even play it like competitively. You know, I didn't play it seriously. I was just like, oh, this is cool. And touched it again. But this was the first map, and I was like, oh my god. And then I wasn't used to the portal mechanics, and it was just rough. My Merc was not doing tons of damage at all. Had no resistances whatsoever. So every encounter was just like this epic engagement of me hoping I wouldn't die. It was crazy, very stressful. But it taught me a lot about the game, and then I learned how I had just kind of been approaching it and maybe not the most efficient way, and it was really nice to learn from it, because then I created like this Gosh tier monk, and it was just beautiful. I don't have a frozen thing anymore, that's right. I need a thaw charm, because those damn strong boxes love freezing you. Let's see, I think we hug this way still, just because this map is kind of like a giant circle as well. Oh. Yes, we're going to be able to open it to the max, guys. I cannot wait. The Venter's Contraption coming up. I am so excited about that. That's huge. That is so huge. Okay. I'm excited. Oh, that's going to be great. Okay, Venter's Contraption. Do not forget it. I got a handful of great things from them already, like Perfect Jeweler's Orb, level 20 Skill Gem, you know, things like that. Can only imagine the juiciness of future items. The Wisp gets really pissed off. You know, I don't know what is a Vivid Wisp versus, you know, all the other styles you can get from the Atlas tree. I wish you would kind of indicate what those mean. But you do have yellow wisps, blue wisps, and purple wispises. So, depending on what each of those classes are, that's what's going to determine what you select in your Atlas. You can kind of spec towards specific ones if you want. Alright, now that they're all dead. Good stuff, alright. We cannot forget the Venter's Contraption. I have enough gold to open this damn thing up, and I'm gonna do it. I've always run short on the absolute last opening attempt.
I'll take that.
Love it. Love how nicely they just die. It's the lightning spear is just so good. It's just such a great thing to kind of create a build around, in addition to the primal strikes, which I think is really unique, and the fact that I run a scepter as well just makes it just much more powerful than your standard build would be. Probably even more than necessary, but more power good. Caveman.
Lightning strike twice.
We got another checkpoint up there. Venter's Contraption just off to the side.
A clean kill.
That should be it. There's 50 monsters still. I don't know where the hell they would be at, but okay. Here they are. Nope. That's just a few of them. All the way in the bottom right, I see. Okay. Fair enough. I thought I went down there. Ah, I had to follow the wisp, that's right. The wisp was the one that was distracting me. Without quick clear, the wisps can be death sentence because they just aggro every single enemy along the way, and they don't pause to allow you to defeat the group of enemies that they've touched. So it can be incredibly challenging if you don't have a quick clear to get through and actually get the benefit of the wispises. Wispises! Alright, now we're going to go up here and tag the checkpoint, go back, go to the right so we can get the Venter's Contraption. And this is going to be exciting. Actually, it's just right up here. Yeah, it's about the same distance either way. Shocked Ground makes me look like a Super Saiyan 2. But Volt looks pretty cool. I can like create static electricity, so that's nice. Alright guys, this is our Researcher's Strongbox, which we also know as the Venter's Contraption. You can corrupt this? I don't even know what that would do. I don't even know what that would do, but let's freaking do this, okay? So, we're gonna spend 200 gold. T15, baby. We're gonna open it again. Ooh, just kidding. That sucks. Do it again. Give me something good. Oh, another level 20 gem. Love that. Another level 20 gem. Yes, I'm gonna open this again. Are you kidding me? And 20 orbs of augmentation. That was the most expensive orbs I've ever spent in my life, purchased in my life. 120. So it was like 1.2 million for that. Ew. That's okay though. I would say overall, we did get to open it, which was amazing. We spent half of our gold. So we spent, we had like 3.8 million. Now we're back to 1.6 million. But we got some level 20 spirit gems and skill gems. That is fantastic. A really, really good run. Full map clear. Sexy. We love this. That's so awesome. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
What is it?
That's exciting. Those max level skill gems you can usually only get in T17s and T18s. Now the fact that the corruption nodes don't necessarily grant one additional level to monsters, it's a little harder to get the corrupted maps. You do have to corrupt your waystones to get to 16, and then hope that you get an irradiated map, which you can do from the precursor tablets. So now you have T17, and then corrupted maps don't necessarily give you just +1 level apparently. But we'll go ahead and actually double check that really quickly. Are we around any of those nodes? Probably not. Come on down, give me some money, boy. Wow, look at that Thorns damage. That's almost max Thorns damage because it's T5. That is a thing of beauty. What did this kid want? He wanted a tablet, I believe. These tablets are going to irradiate the map, so that's going to give us the increases, of course. Accept the trade, child. There you go. Get out of here. How do you get this? Ho? What? Why can't I? Is okay. This? Thank you. Okay, that's all I was trying to do. I didn't have any sockets. I don't know why I was like forcing to break it, but I was like, I need to break it down. All right. So now we have the good maps left over. So we have Savannah, which is all right. Bloodwood. So we'll do Savannah because I don't like that one as much either. So, but it has a boss, which would be fun. Increased stun threshold. We'll see about that. We put their word to the test. This is the Twisted hideout, which is really cool. It's essentially Zesh's boss arena, and I thought it was just so amazing. I was like, yeah, I want that.
Lightning strike twice.
All he is. Stellar amulet! Haha, Wolf, you can't take it this time. It's all mine. Wolf always snags those from me. Just murdering rares right now. I mean, what? They're going extinct, I say. You want my golden charm? I like that everything's selling for 2x. That's not bad. I appreciate that. I should obviously be asking for much more, but I'm not a greedy guy. Give me a fracturing orb, damn you! Alright. Why won't you die, fettered monster thing? It's time to die. Okay, here we go. You want, what'd you want again? Ah, yes, yes. Take it and leave. Alright, we got this. We're going to clear out the rest of the map. I think there's a boss in this map, so we'll be fighting, what's his name? Kadron, I believe, as the mapping variant. Forgot, I've been going up and down lawnmower style. Completely changed the lawnmower technique here. Wisp over there. Dead. Insta death.
Back to the dirt with you.
Up for another hunt, are you?
Yeah, Delwyn. Believe I am.
Do this.
Is this ox touched or what is it? I wish I'd tell you what kind of wisp it was. Boar touched. Now you're spear touched because I just stabbed you. Uh-huh. See ya, Delwyn. Let's go down here, clear the rest of this. I'm gonna go take on the last rare, and of course, the map boss. We got all that gold and spent it all in the same stream. That's funny. Come on, pot, give me that stuff. I need that divine. And that rare currency that I seek. We got a fracturing orb too. I mean, so all in all, I mean, I'm quite happy with today's stream. It's such a productive stream. I get to show you guys all kinds of different content. We're getting great drops. I'm just super excited. It's a good day to be a content creator. Let's see, we should come up on, yep, the checkpoint. Now it always has you go through this little narrow pathway. You get to kill all these enemies in one hit. Oh my gosh. How'd you not get stunned to death there, brother? His death animation's so slow. Get the T15, we get this, we get that. Alright, alright. 29 monsters remain, but where? Where are these monsters? I believe it's just, all lies. Stellar Amulet. Break this down, because we'll never play anything else other than either a Smith of Katava or a Huntress, I believe. I just don't anticipate restarting a million times like I did last time to try every single character. I tried all the different classes minus the Sorceress. But I knew she had some crazy potential. I don't know. I wasn't necessarily interested. Like I said before, I'm much more drawn to the martial weapons and the classes that use those weapons. I know you can use any weapon across any different character. The classes in general, or as we know, are very loose, and they allow for all kinds of versatility and variety. Only thing that ties them down is the ascendancies, of course. That's why I still believe there's, in a sense, classes. But yes, you can use any weapon or any type of skill on any character, as long as you have the attributes for it, but I just wasn't interested in the sorceress type combat. I like to RP the rolls anyway, so she would have had to have staff. Trying to see how far I have to go. Is it making me go this way? I believe it is, so we want to do the opposite. Okay, dead end. Lovely. That's what I like to see. That then only gives us the right pathways we can pick from now. I don't mind dead ends. Dead ends are good. They help us know the right way to go. Nice. He hit really hard, by the way. What the heck? I heard something good drop. Don't know where though. I thought I heard something. We need more logbooks. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, brother. We're gonna do here. Here. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, pretty much gambling with our lives. Happens.
This ought to stir things up. Bring it on.
Balls, what the hell just hit me?
Now for the reward.
Something hit me really hard. I don't know what it was. I was like, ow. I felt that. Strife pick. Good enough for me. All right, let's keep going. Very nice. Almost got me there. Almost. Yeah. I'm surrounded for a second. That was scary. Oof, that was terrifying. Okay. Could have been the end of me. Not bad. Balls of plants. We'll just let that follow me until it dissipates. So far, so good. Nice screen clear, love that. A shrine shows up, of course, at the last minute. No way. I got cocky. That's my fault. That's totally my fault. What an embarrassing and silly death. That did not have to happen. We're at 15%. Ooh, you know what I can find? I think I have some of those Omens of Amelioration, I believe. Not against using those. That on-death effect just destroyed me. A wisp. This should take us to the last rare. Ox touched. Spear touched. Alright, now go here. Are there any divines just waiting to be snagged? Nope. One monster remains. Already have this helmet, at least in the other our legacy file, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're gonna get those extras every once in a while. We've been getting a lot of the previous season uniques, yeah, anyway, so not too big a deal. Nice. Okay, at least we don't have to juice any of these anymore. Are those broken? Yeah, broken circle artifacts. Bunch of breach tablets, my gosh. Not bad at all. Unfortunately, without, you know, on your controller, you have to be a lot more deliberate with your movements. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna mouse over. That kind of sucks a little bit, but it's fine. Increased crit hit chance, that's huge. That could be something we could juice and sell. %37% increased maximum energy shield. I mean, that is massive. That's gonna be so good. Let's just juice it all the way. That is a thing of beauty right there. Look at that. The armor is a stupid rating, of course, but I mean, whatever. It's not gonna break it at all, so that's pretty awesome. That is a beautiful item. You see that 20 to energy shield, plus you get 37% increased max energy shield, which is almost a max roll, of course. That's just beautiful. You get excellent crit hit chance, good roll on just about everything. So I mean, that is a really good item there. I'm gonna increase everything to 5 just so I can actually make sure I get a profit on these things. Some of these things just aren't gonna sell, it seems. I don't know why. I'll use these for me. They're all mine now. Alright. Nobody seems to care about those. Those aren't going to sell for that much anyway, so. Okay, just keep those on my person. Probably need to juice these as well. Selling them for 5 without anything, not the smartest. Keeping those for me. Alright, so now we go to the next map. Then we gotta do some shopping. Let's see. Crypt. This is gonna be a fun map. Oh, let's just juice the hell out of it. Why not? But does it give me what I want? Yeah, there you go. Increased rarity of items. Monster packs are good too, but let's just do this. I wanted the super juice one, but I don't know if that's gonna benefit me much because it just had good waste on drop chance. Of course, the additional modifiers are nice too, but I'm not sure. I think if I just go pure rarity, that might be better than adding the modifiers to the drops. Or adding the modifiers to the rares, I mean. This is now one of my favorite maps in the entire game. I always loved it, but now that it's wider, they pack it with enemies, so you just get to do nasty stuff like that. Y'all are too fast. Not getting able to charge up my Volt all the way. There you go. Much better. There's still a brother back here. Hold on. What are you doing? Oh, he just died slow. I thought he was an enemy. Another fracturing orb. I love that. Got a boss up here, or another rare, I mean. Got 1x for that. I would just go down these long hallways and just do major damage. Nice. Now we just go clean up and we're good. Two gloom shrines? How many shrines have we had in this map? My gosh. 2 gloom shrines, a resistance shrine. I mean, what? Nice. Now we just go in the center and then we should be good to go. Find your center. Then we got this bro over here. We'll take the scenic route. And we still need to head all the way around here for this guy. They did add, so they widened out a lot of these corridors and stuff, but ultimately they did make it to where you do have to do a little bit more searching, but it's still almost a guaranteed 0 clear every single time. Four monsters remain. Where could they be? And in a map like this, it's probably those little snake creatures that come out of the fettered monsters' butts once you kill them.
But a sight of the sore eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good map. I love Crypt.
Yes. Find more.
Another fracturing ore, very nice. Okay, so there's something I was gonna do. I know I was gonna look for orbs, or sapphires, but there's something else I was thinking of. Oh, okay, we need to activate this one too. We're missing one. There's this node right here that we completely missed. So we can run this forge really quick. A juicy. I wonder if that abyss has a boss. I don't remember that it did, but it seemed to have the, it was cleansed, at least. You guys have all the frackin' defenses. They have like every single elemental defense. 50% monster defenses, that's why. Okay. Very well then. If I must get in a little closer, I will. I don't think so, brother man. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna die to your silly tornado. So 50% monster resistances is no fun. They take 2 hits to kill now. It's ridiculous. Ow.
Straight through the app.
I'm gonna go this way first. Just because. No reason in particular. This will give us increased DPS, so we'll be okay. Oh no! Okay. I just love rolling into damage. Kind of my thing.
That was almost a challenge.
He's dead. And we're slow again. Those dudes are like infamous for having such crazy damage mitigation anyways, but that's been reduced a bit now too. But when they actually transform, that's when they're almost impossible to kill during that transformation or that little phase that they're in. Come a little closer. Primal strikes, baby. How are you not dead? There was a path over there. Okay, that sucks. Dead end. Two brothers over here. That was the connection then. Yep, it'll come down. Whoa, over here. Then we get the last rare on the far side of the map. Yeah, well, it's still far. Okay, so there is no checkpoint over there. And I stopped just shy of the rare. Just shy. Shocky. No one to shocky. Okay. You're dead. And we're dead. Just kidding. Alright, good enough. 0 monsters remain. To the Twisted Hideout we go. Getting hungry, guys. Real hungry. Alright, we got this last little map here, and Bob's your uncle. Let's do it. We're cursed with something, I don't know what. We're gonna be weak. That I know. We have one portal. That's a thing of beauty. Just one portal for us today. Going out with a bang. We're enfeebled. Not enough. Oh, you guys are fast. Real fast. Stop it. Damn it. Okay, that was scary. We'll circle back up here. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Man, the enemies are fast. I think they all got like a little bit of speed boosts in this patch anyways, but damn. Monster speed, cast speed, it just feels a little more hefty this go around. That was about the size of the spider I had to kill on stream earlier. That was creepy. It's a big boy. I'd be terrified if they had increased resistances and then this movement speed on top, because they do take more than one hit, so they could be quite problematic. But here they're just delivery boys. They're just running to me. That's fine if they want to deliver quickly. They just want to drop off my loot fast, and that's fine, because they still die in one hit. As they should. Ooh. Just kidding, nothing good. Well, it was you? Oh my gosh, that's what it was. I was saying, there should be a priest nearby. Oh, there he goes. Come on, vile ribs, I'm gonna kick your ass. Alright, got him. So their projectiles persist too, even upon their death. That's interesting. That makes like 3 enemies. I'm gonna die, oh my gosh, please don't let me die. They are so angry right now. Everybody just calm down. Whew. Let's go up to the center area. We have a breach just across the way. We'll tag this checkpoint in case we need to teleport. I didn't actually care about the skill gem. I was just opening the pots and I ended up going crazy. Got a little trigger happy. Alright, so now we go back down and we'll go towards the checkpoint and then we'll clear out that area, kill the rare, and then come back towards the breach. He's dead, yeah. He just doesn't know it yet. Even with the juiced up map, we haven't really got anything currency wise that was just out of this world, drop wise or anything like that. Orb of Transmutation, heck yes. 2 more rares. They had tons of rares in this map. Bobby Flay? Oh, Ebon Flay. I was like, Bobby Flay? I was like, can they even do that? Yeah, they just did. I'll pick it up. They just did. Get Arcanist Fletchers for that, right? For increasing the quality of our staves, I believe. Staves. Hello, I see you. I see you down there, little guy. We'll go down to this right area and then we'll clear out the breach. Okay. Will we survive? Ouch. Well, how the balls? Okay, how do I get down there? You guys are too fast. Go away. Ah! Did I kill him? Is he dead yet? Oh gosh. I think it's gonna start closing. Let me hit something. Damn it. I tried. That was terrifying. We did not get anything crazy though, loot-wise, believe it or not, even though we juiced that one up. That was 6 modifiers on it. Wait, what? Oh, trying to salvage it, not reforge it. You have nothing, I decide. Put this in 3. Accessories. We have so many. All I'm pretty much collecting are rare rings or white rarity rings. And we have quite a few. 3 rage when hit by an enemy. That's interesting. Okay. Sell that as well. Why not? We got all these bad boys. Switch this out. That's just driving me nuts. The rings up here, and we got some amulets. Okay, much better. I think that's an excellent place to end it. I wanted to say thank y'all so much for stopping by today, supporting the stream. We had awesome engagement. You guys were just having fun watching us do all the different uniques. We ran a Fractured Lake map, Castaway twice. We ran Untainted Paradise. We got Moments of Zen. I mean, we just had all kinds of unique maps, unique encounters. We also got a handful of unique strong boxes open, including the Ventress Contraption and the Ogham Strong box. It was just, all in all, a great stream. Really enjoyed it. What I'm going to do for next time is, we also cleared a Nexus and fought the Mirrored Fury, a unique boss in a cleansed map. And it was just so much fun. So this was an amazing stream with all kinds of great content that showcased this incredibly powerful Lightning Huntress, that if you want to have an Amazon that can do this in endgame, completely melt endgame map bosses and maps in just very short period of time, feel free to check it out. There is a build guide. If you put exclamation point build, you will find the exact build for this video dedicated to creating the same character. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you all so much again for being the best part of my channel. Tomorrow we'll be continuing our journey through the mapping and Atlas of Worlds with Asmarie. And until next time, it's Inhuman signing out. Wolf says, I got the Beetle Strongbox. That one's tons of fun. I got like 5 or 6 sapphires from that the other day. Take care.